Oh my God, that's just crazy.
All right, I think we should hopefully be started at this particular
Yeah.
point. I'll wait till I hear the loop back. Wait, do I even have the loop back up? Watching in the chat. Anyway, welcome to Irongeek Cast 42, The Meaning of Life. The name is pretty obvious.
The loop back. Wait, do I even have the loop back?
All right, there we go. I sound weird to myself. Okay, and I'm, of course, joined, as usual, by Charles and Jack.
Woohoo!
Tonight instead of the normal Wednesday because I had so much travel and such Wednesday night. Man, there's certain places you could not easily get. There's certain airports and so forth. I mean, I was routed from Louisville to Las Vegas to the Phoenix to Nebraska.
Wow.
What the fuck?
How the hell?
What kind of airline were you flying?
Yeah.
Southwest.
Oh, that's why.
Okay.
That's
It
why.
makes
That's
sense.
why.
Yeah.
I like Southwest generally speaking, but then again, I mostly take it to go to DEF CON, and it's a straight 4-hour trip, direct, and generally pretty comfy.
Yeah. That was a lot of stops, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, my trip wasn't that bad. I mean, it was just going to Charlotte to that part of the Midwest. But I mean,
Something about Charlotte, man. I see something interesting every time I go.
I think if I've ever actually been.
I don't like the airport because then again, I'm a smoker and I don't like going through the fucking TSA checkpoints. What the fuck happened to smoke areas in fucking airports?
Where are they? They just went away, or?
Yeah.
Damn. So everybody got smoke outside? They just trying to freeze the smokers out?
Fuck yeah, you gotta go through fucking TSA security in order to go outside and have a square and then go back through the shit.
That's crazy. It says a lot, man. Oh my gosh. Whew. Yeah.
I'm saying, if you have a lot of time you have to spend in an airport, though, what airport would you want to be in?
Honestly, my favorite airport used to be Pittsburgh's.
Okay.
I like Indy's. I like Indianapolis airport, especially those little lights that change color when you come across. I like that.
Okay, I think I've been in there one time by accident.
Yeah.
I live so close to Indianapolis. There's no point in me flying to Indianapolis. But one time a plane got rerouted to there for like mechanical problems. But I only spent very little time.
Yeah, it's not too bad. The worst airport I ever been to was Cincy. Oh my God, that coffee was terrible.
But that technically doesn't count as Cincy's airport since it's in Kentucky.
Well, okay. Well, okay. Okay, crazy story because I went the year that the Super Bowl was in Indianapolis. I went to the Super Bowl that year. Out and at St. Luke when they had it at St. Lucas Oil Stadium. So we stayed at downtown Indy, awesome place, had a great time. But on the way back, we had to drive from Indianapolis to Cincinnati to catch the flight out because they wanted too much money to fly in. So we just flew to Cincinnati. When I say, my God, like that airport, it was small, and then on top of that, like even the coffee. How do you mess up coffee? That's my question. How do you mess up coffee? Like it was just the coffee was disgusting. It wasn't warm. It was just it was ridiculous. I never want to go back to Cincinnati Airport ever again. Ever. I don't know too much about Cleveland, but I mean Cincinnati, forget that.
Range where it's just that break even point. Do I drive or do I fly?
I don't know. I mean, you know, I'm just typically lazy. You know, if it's more than 4 hours and I can get away with it, I'll fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's up to 5 hours or so, I'd really rather just drive it. I don't like doing the TSA shit. I like being able to carry all my crap in the back of my car. I like having my car.
But I mean,
Yeah.
I travel light by default anyway, and I mean, if anything I need on the other side, I typically have shipped to me. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's if I'm traveling on business. But I mean, if it's just me
Right.
personally, I just pack light anyway. So
Yeah, man. I mean, nothing wrong with that at all. Well, couple of things, and I'm even here. Just wanted to dive right in, looking into the
You have it. The first
looking,
thing in the show notes is yours. I copied it from last week's because you couldn't make it last week.
yeah. So I'm looking at the show notes, and like I said, because last week we wanted to talk about changes and how can we make the infosec community better, and what brought this up, what brought this on. I was scourging Twitter one day, and Georgia Willman, she posted a talk a keynote that Jason Street um, had done. I don't know if it was at Skydog or I can't remember, but he was just talking about how women are just women in general, how people in general, excuse me, are treated in infosec. Like some people at some conference that you go to, they're idiots to each other. It's very cliquish. You know, if you're not part of the in crowd, you're cut off. Women were getting like touched inappropriately or brushed up against and not feeling comfortable at conferences to go up to people, just have a regular conversation. It was a real deep. It was a real deep discussion that he was talking about at the keynote. What anything? It was real sad, man. It was real crazy. So
Yeah, I think that was
but
Skydog Con because me and Mary
what?
listened to that on the way up to GoodCon.
Yes, yes. So it was Skydog because I was right, and I listened to that talk, man, and I was just like, you know what? How can we? And that's why I posted that on Twitter. How can we be? How can we make infosec community better? What changes? What changes need to be made in order to present that? Because as a community, we started off as outsiders, just really outsiders from the real world. The real world had all their bullshit going on, but the hacker community in general, I'm just gonna say the hacker community because that's where everything came from. Um, we didn't deal with all that. We just cared, and even Jason said it. He said all we cared about was could you contribute, could you write code. We didn't even know what you looked like or care where you lived. It didn't matter. And it's just like now, just to the point, and after watching that talk, just want to get to that point to where, how do we go back to that?
I do not know. I don't think we can because there's money involved in it now. It's become a professional business, and when there's money involved, even people who aren't interested are going to come in.
yeah,
Sheesh, man. It just
Identity politics stuff. I think that's a waveform function that comes and goes. Like you saw it big in part of the '90s, then it kind of disappeared, then it started to come back, and with another, I'm hoping, peak at this point. A lot of it is also people need to get over. All right, I understand that you have anxieties. I understand that you're constantly worried about things, but there's a certain point where you can't expect the world to change for you, and you have to deal with your own psychological problems. This is something I can probably say to myself as well because I have certain issues.
sorry.
That's okay. I mean, these people who said, I'm afraid to go to this place because it doesn't have a code of conduct. What are you afraid of?
Oh, get the fuck over yourself.
What are you afraid of that United States and the state law of whatever state you're in doesn't know what to take care of? Oh, someone's going to wear a shirt that you find offensive. Oh, someone's going to have a slide that you find offensive. Get the fuck over it. I'm a fucking adult.
nah, that is true. Now that's when it gets to the point where it's like that. Yeah, you you can't be afraid to live life.
I don't know. I mean, while at DerbyCon, I did have interesting conversations with people whose names I can't remember, but
Right.
and then there was people who I wanted to approach, but just didn't feel like it was the right time, and never got the chance to have another encounter with them.
Right. And but I guess that holds true to the saying that just because everybody goes to the same party, they have different experiences in that same party.
Right.
Not everybody has the same experience. Like when I went to DerbyCon, like I said, when I went to DerbyCon or whatnot, I like I said, like Dave Kennedy, like he walked up to me, walked up to me. It was him and I think Martin Bros was with him, and they were just real nice people, man. They came up, braced me with a hug, and just regular conversation. How was the conference and everything else, you know? And even and I have to say this too. Kevin Mitnick was cool as I was shocked because I mean, as big as a lot of people know Kevin Mitnick, and it's just like wow, like he's just like just he was actually nice. Some people has had bad experience with him, say that he was a dick to him or something like that. But I mean, he's always been nice to me every time I saw him.
Right. Right. And the word of advice I got about Kevin Mitnick was never
Yeah.
get him drunk.
Oh, is he a mean drunk? Is he a
I don't know.
what happens when he gets drunk?
Yeah.
Me, I get all huggy and I get all stupid when I get drunk. I'm not a mean drunk. I'm actually a mean sober.
I'm a fun guy all around. If I'm drunk, I just want to have more fun.
Well, you know our mutual friend Adrian said that when he was giving a talk at the Louisville InfoSec, he got drunk and then started talking about the things that happened to him while he was in jail and how sad it was.
Oh shit!
Wow.
That's not being a bad drunk. That's just some people are depressive drunks. They get drunk and they get all depressed and
right.
There might be a bum to hang around, but I mean that doesn't make them a bad person. It just shit happens.
I mean, and the shit that happened to him, like sheesh.
Definitely a buzzkill.
Yeah.
And putting him in solitary seemed like a fucking stupid thing because like someone was convinced that. And the story I heard was someone was convinced that he could whistle launch codes into a fucking phone.
Yeah, the bullshit. Yeah,
that's some silly shit.
Yeah. So just hearing that story. I mean, think about it. If I wouldn't be a happy guy if I was put in solitary confinement all that time. I'd start crying too if I was drinking and those memories came up. I mean, I'm not saying he cried, but I'm just saying it's real. It's enough to make you want to cry.
He's always been nice to me every time I've encountered the guy.
Yeah, me too.
With him, he's apparently buddies with Dave, and so I've hung out and had like dinner with him before. But he seems like a nice enough fellow.
Yeah, and I just think that, like as a community, like you said, and to an extent, I definitely agree with you. I guess those days are gone. I mean, the businesses have got into it and I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I could be sitting somewhere and I notice this when I'm in like government present, when I'm in the presence of like govies, and I just listen to them talk, and I just think like, you arrogant son of a bitches. That's why I be thinking about mine sometimes, like, you arrogant son of a bitches.
Well, I mean, it also depends on which branch of government, because I mean,
not all of them. I'm just saying some that I'm not saying all government. I'm just saying I've been as a president of, in this situation, I've been the president of some govies, to where just listening to them talk, and I'm like, you guys are so damn arrogant, and you can't even, if the shit went down today and you had to rely on, if they had to rely on their, I guess like their tech skills, which is none, they would go fucking crazy. Yes, but they talk the most shit.
I've seen some job descriptions of some people, and I gotta wonder what the hell that, like, security leadership consultant. What fuck
is that?
Basically, it's a made up ass job that, hey, look, we gotta get our boy in. We gotta get our boy in. So we're just gonna do this. And I mean, I've seen some job descriptions that I've applied for, and I didn't get it mainly because they have trapdoor phrases in them.
Wow.
Yeah, what phrases in them?
It's called a trapdoor phase,
mm-hmm.
where it's like one line, and nobody on the fucking planet is going to have this experience. except for maybe this one person who they want in.
Oh, okay. So it's crafted to hire a particular person. Gotcha.
Right. Everything else is all broad and general. It's just like whatever, and then this is one tiny phrase.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's just I don't know, man. It's just some job titles I don't even understand. I'm like, okay, what is that? Who signed up for this and how, what is it? But, I mean, that's just like you said, it's just the way the world works, man. Everybody's in it for everybody's in it for the cash, the money, the moolah.
To a degree, I am too, because those other if it was truly not about the money, I think I'd probably go find me a nice university job someplace, or again, or
Well, yeah, because I mean, I mean the stress level with some of these gigs are just like holy shit,
Yeah.
like if it wasn't for the money, I mean, like go ahead,
Yeah,
Chad.
it's like I spend more time doing their fucking training than I do actually fixing shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, another person I can think of. Someone else I saw. I think they were getting a PhD in computer science education.
Wow.
So that's like one remove. Like they say, you can't teach. So you can't do and you can't teach at this point.
Mm-mm.
I'm a little confused.
Mm-mm. It's you can't do and you can't teach.
The major is like computer science education.
Mm. I don't know what to call that. It's I don't know. It's like I said, if for me, like if it, I don't know, and maybe like I said, maybe sometimes I do find myself. I think maybe I'm living in a false sense of reality because like my thing is I try to wake up each morning, like I said, and I just try to have fun, and I realize like, hey, I don't know, I just appreciate what I have. I just appreciate like I just look at it like a lot of people would kill to be in this position um to do what they want tech wise. I mean, not saying that every day is rosy, but the thing is, I just try to appreciate what I have. I don't look at other people's lives. That's my whole thing. I don't look at what the next person is doing. I don't look at what like. There's always gonna be someone that has more or knows more than you. That's just the way life is, and everybody is in a median. There's no one person that's the lowest on the totem pole. There's no one person that's the highest. It's always somebody's gonna always know more than you or less than you. But
or know something on a different chain than you know.
Exactly, and that's what makes us all unique. That's what makes it better. That's what makes it cooler. Because if one person just had all the knowledge, then what's the purpose of everybody else just even being involved? But the fact that like the other night, I took a break from my normal looking up stuff, and I actually just sat down. I read the book. I reread the book, the Stephen Levy book, Hackers, Heroes of an Internet Revolution. And I just took my mind back to simpler times. Even though I wasn't into computers around that time, but I appreciate the people before me. And what sacrifices that people have made to this industry. And I think, like I said, we've gotten to that point where, it's all about the money. And, everybody's trying to get that big score, that big, like developers. And maybe I'm wrong, and maybe I'm looking at this wrong. And if somebody's a developer out there in developer land, they can please correct me and let me know if I'm overreaching. But I think a lot of times when I talk with developers and I listen to developers talk, I think everyone's trying to create that next Facebook or that next super app.
Or whatever they can launch to get them the most money the quickest.
Right. And nobody's coding to. It seemed like they're not really coding to fix anything anymore.
actually looking for a project because the National Science Foundation has a poke out right now for IT Club, and we're trying to come up with ideas. And it's so broad, but basically they're looking for something that will help or push forward society.
Wait, Mary's in a black hoodie. Is she on the end of someone's driveway?
Huh?
You're in a black hoodie right now. Are you in someone's driveway trying to hack the Wi-Fi?
I'm in my driveway on the phone because I am tired.
She got the black hoodie. She just got done putting in work.
Yeah.
We'll come back.
Welcome.
We'll come back to more about making the community better. But can you give us a status report on your cock?
The status of my cock. I don't know. He's out there somewhere.
I heard they got blown around or something by the tornado.
Oh my goodness.
His son did. His son and all of his hens, Carl and all of his hens got picked up and flipped 4 or 5 times inside the coop and got thrown across the yard. They're all okay.
Oh, okay. As long as they're okay.
Up in a tree.
Okay. They're a bit shook up, but they're okay.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
I'm more just about the coding things. Yeah, because we're looking for projects right now for ideas.
Yeah, because like before you joined and came up, I just brought up the talk that I saw with Jason Street on Skydog, and I just brought up one. We were just talking about how we can make the community, InfoSec community better, and it's just kind of like branched off, and we're just looking at things where.
I love that. Most of that was a really, really good talk with Jason. Adrian and I watched it on the way up. We had a few points here and there, but then we talked to Jason at GurCon and just clarified a few things. So that was good.
Yeah,
and you see, that's the part that makes the community better. Is the fact that you can watch a talk and then go talk with the person.
Exactly. Yeah, because Georgia I didn't see it until Georgia retweeted it, and I was like, oh wow! I said, let me check this out, and then I saw the talk. I was like, wow.
And there's a few points just for context that because he was out of country during that whole debacle. There was some things he hadn't had the rest of the story. So by the time he got to GurCon, he's like, yeah, I heard the rest of it. And but he's right though, and we totally agreed with him on the whole. It's not, and it was like, it's not that we're complaining that we don't want to have the cock. It was more the fact that we had to have it in the first place, which
right.
Yeah. So.
Because
I think everyone was honestly on the same page with that part of it.
Yeah. Because here's the thing, as a community, as an InfoSec, and as a hacker community, we want to keep all that other bullshit outside. We deal with that in our daily lives.
Yeah. And But I don't talk about fucking bullshit. But no, I'm at this point I'm more interested of okay, screw all this. Let's actually do.
Let's make something better. Yeah.
A good project to go move some stuff forward with. Because I was showing one of the other IT kids today. I think it's Reese, and it says that I'm showing him like Hackers for Charity projects. We're trying to come up with ideas, and one of the things you're supposed to partner with a company or something on it. And I'm like, well, have you ever seen? Because we're talking about stuff. Because he wants to focus on more education, and so I'm thinking like, have you ever seen the Pelican Pie? And he's like, no, what does this do? So I'm explaining kind of what that project was, and I go, there's a couple of spin-offs from that, and I'm like, maybe we can improve on. Is there a way we could improve on this, or do like mesh network? And so I was throwing all kinds of ideas. I was like, like mesh networking, figuring out like the potato networks and the bringing Wi-Fi to rural communities, or bringing education, or what can we do to help there? And I go then there's a whole EMS thing that we've had ideas over. So I mean there's different things we could do. So we're just trying to nail down like a good idea that we have the resources and that we could actually do at the student level.
Now that makes total sense. And how about because the education, and definitely especially in the educational system, everything needs work. Yeah. Like everything is just broken. So
yeah, we're just looking for one, because one of our faculty advisors, her big thing is she does like coding for kids, and so one of our outreach programs our club does is we go into the schools, the elementary schools or whatever, and they do kind of like a hands-on program with the kids. and so that's so we were thinking even if it was along those lines. And so I'm going, well, which is why I went back to like Hackers for Charity and Rachel. I'm like, well, they have kind of like application like box things set up. And would we want to program, kind of an all-in-one software focusing on a module? Would we
Right.
want to do even if we just do like a class, and would there be a way we could work this into maybe some other stuff? And it's, so there's all kinds of different directions this could go. But.
That's true. I definitely like the concept. What you about to say, Jack?
Oh, I wasn't. Oh, I'm just reading about something.
Uh-oh. What you reading about, man?
Oh, Dylan Roof getting sentenced to death.
What?
Well, he shot a lot of people, killed a bunch of people. Yeah, that sounds about right.
No, I'm not saying. When did that happen? Today?
Yes.
Mm-mm. Oh.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
It's not
it's
that I
what it
don't,
is.
but I have no idea what the context is for that whole thing right now, and I'm really seriously functioning at about 10 hours of sleep. Hate nicotine and AD meds.
Whew. Yeah, it's.
I
Yeah.
don't mean, yeah. Yeah, we got the house got rolled by 2 tornadoes, and I quit my fire department.
What's that?
Oh, why?
It's complicated. Yeah.
Politics.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all you need to say.
Yeah, that's all you need to say. It's political. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I
I'm trying to go and get on our neighboring department, so at least when this one it will crumble. They've dug their own hole, so oh well.
well, it is what it is. You can only deal with what you can deal with.
Yeah, pretty much. So.
That's it.
Move forward and do good things.
That's it.
It's hard, but I'm gonna keep trying. Oh, B-sides Bloomington. That's the other project we're working on.
What's going on at B-sides?
Remember a couple of years ago, I was trying to work on this, but I was trying to do all on my own. So like, okay, yeah, we'll do it at the Hyatt Place and do this. Well, that kind of fizzled when we got Hackers on the Farm, which is not a bad thing. We got Hackers on the Farm out of it. But it was more manageable. Well, this year I was trying to do that speaker thing where we were going to try to get a couple of speakers come in to give talks over the course of a bunch of sessions. Well, last meeting, not today's, but last week's meeting, they said, well, why don't we just do like a couple speakers in one day? And I go, if you guys want to do that, why aren't we looking to putting on a B-sides at Ivy Tech? And then everyone's really excited about this, and we have chair support and immediate faculty support. And so now on their end, they're trying to talk to Ivy Tech and Ivy Tech Foundation to see what the college can do for us, like if it's going to be just space or if they can do space plus, maybe some sponsorship. And then I got to send my emails out to Security B-sides and start that process going on the other end. So I'll probably be helping do a lot of the organization and the like scheduling and stuff. And then we're trying to figure out what our parameters are going to be for having it on campus. But we're shooting to do a one-day event, either end of April or May or June.
Give me a heads up, and I can come out and record.
Yeah, well, I told them that too. It's like as soon as we can kind of get an idea, because we're trying to find dates that are going to work that don't overlap other cons, obviously.
Right.
I know they a couple out.
Currently in April, I currently have B-sides Nashville on April 14th.
Oh yeah, but we were looking like the 27th on a Friday.
And B-sides Storm is on April 28th and 29th.
But it butts up to that. So that was that only possible issue there. And then we said, well, it's not solid, and because anything administrative is slow, we may not. April might be wishful thinking, so we may push it as far as September. And so I ran down the dates for that. I go, now remember, GERCon's first week is September, and DerbyCon's first week I think it's October.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
there is some space in there. Be careful. And he's like, well, maybe like like July, August. And I go, then you have Hacker Summer Camp. So I go, you got it. There's a couple dates that'll still work, but you got to be kind of careful where you hit them. So.
Right. How much does B-sides Central actually? How much support do they actually give the smaller B-sides?
I'm not 100% sure yet because I haven't. I'm just now getting to the point where I can go that far.
Right.
I know that they do marketing. They basically give you a sponsors list, and everyone that's established sponsors, they help you get hook you up with people that have done it before. They have a really good resource on their website as far as what questions to ask, how to do certain things, resources they've used in the past, scheduling that tends to work. If you want to do, they have a lot of resources. There's a lot of stuff that they'll help with that. They said same thing. They would try to help with like banners and that kind of stuff too. I think was on there. So like marketing stuff. So there is. I think that they tend to be more like the marketing end, which is good. So we'll see how that all goes. But there's a I still gotta send them an email and we gotta figure all that stuff out.
Okay.
But yeah, but this looks like it's good. That there's interest and it might actually be a go. So
Cool.
yeah, so that's the project. Yeah, anyone that feels like helping with that.
Well, I'll come by and record, and if really need be, I can come up with talk. I don't.
I would love for people to talk. I'd love for that. I know Len and Jason and a couple other people already said they'd be interested. I might want to. I'm tempted to peg Johnny or to see if he'd want a keynote. But I want to get a couple of decent people, and then I want to make sure that we have plenty of room for first timers. Because that's kind of was the whole point initially anyway, was to give a place for people who hadn't done it before to have an out. So.
I mean, this is huge. Like,
I think it's a big deal. That's a good thing. So, yeah, they did that whole one door closes, another one opens, and there's a couple other things that we got that we're kind of working through. Like I said, fire department issues. Well, don't think that Matt and I we try to have a backup plan. So there's a couple of backup plans that are kind of waiting in the wings that we'll see how that goes. So yeah, we got a few things, but the B-sides things right now that I need to focus kind of on that one.
Yeah, I'm looking up B-sides Charm. Next year is gonna be huge. I'm super excited. Well, if I can get lucky enough to get some tickets for ShmooCon, I'll be there. But even if I don't get tickets, I'll still just show up and do LobbyCon. So
LobbyCon was fun.
Don't actually, Charles. Remember, you're not doing LobbyCon because you'll be doing video.
Oh, at ShmooCon.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said DerbyCon. Sorry, my mistake.
No, DerbyCon. I'll be doing I'll be there. Yes.
Well, that's every DEF CON I ever went to started as LobbyCon, and I had to earn money to buy a badge. Every DEF CON. We never had money to go to DEF CON, so we would show up at DEF CON the first day. Everyone else would get their badges. I'd bring my Sharpies, and then I would charge like $10 or $20 per Sharpie art of color, drawing on people's badges until I earned enough to buy a badge. So that's how DEF CON went every year we went.
There you go.
Yeah, so I mean, I love LobbyCon was always fun. I would just sit and do art until I could afford to go in.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. And then like DerbyCon, LobbyCon, that went. I showed up, and then Hackers for Charity needed help, and I ended up kind of injecting myself into helping set up and move boxes, and then
yeah.
And then this year Adrian needed to pull me to help with videos.
Yeah, one of my video guys backed out like a couple days before, and I was like, shit.
I wanted to do it anyway.
Well, I am definitely in this year. Sweet. I'm super excited, man.
Cool.
For video, and that while we're talking about it now, what days do you usually show up? Like it's like
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I don't need you the earlier days. We don't record any of the class sessions, so it's just Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay.
But early Friday because I show everybody how everything operates before the first talk.
Yeah. Well, usually I always show up at DerbyCon. I'm always there, usually on Thursday anyway, and then cool. Yeah. So sweet. That'll definitely work, man. And then are you doing ShmooCon this year?
I honestly do not know. I lost my spot as a volunteer one year, and I haven't really asked Heidi, a whole bunch about it. Other than one year, I did show up. Was like, you still need someone, and they didn't need someone. But Dave found me a ticket. Last year, I just didn't go. This year, I honestly don't know. It's a fight to get out there.
It is. It freaking is, man.
I enjoy a lot of the people out there. Though there's some people I dislike. I find myself. Oh.
Spill it.
There's a few manginas and femdicks show up that I'd rather avoid. But that's going to be the same with most large cons except for DerbyCon, because a lot of those people now are like, oh, DerbyCon is different than BroCon.
Yay! Yay!
By the way, what is all this demonization of bros? People always demonizing bros.
I'm bringing my cock. I hope Dave doesn't mind. I have a bird cage for him now and everything. I have a bird cage for Carl. I'm gonna put him up in his own little bird cage. He's gonna have his own place to go. He can sit right there at registration. So if anyone wants to see the cock, he'd be right there.
So what time in the morning? If you have to crash on my couch again, what time in the morning is Carl going to be waking us up?
Roosters constantly crow.
Constantly?
Yeah, they don't. There's no time.
Oh, I thought there was a certain time of day that they just in the morning they crow to wake everybody up.
No, 4 a.m., 3 a.m., 2 a.m., 10 a.m. You never know.
It's gonna suck for somebody.
Doesn't mean he's gonna be staying at the hotel. Isn't DerpyCon like right down the street? We could like drop him off or something.
But DerpyCon is a ways off. You're talking about Isabi's place?
Yeah, he doesn't live that
Not
far
too
away.
far away. He's maybe like a 30-minute drive away from the hotel.
Yeah, that would be more than doable to like drop a rooster off for an overnight.
All right, well, check with him first, but yeah. He used to be a farm, but it's not as a hacker shed. His place is a little overgrown, but you know he is a house and
he needs goats.
He needs goats.
He needs goats to clean that up.
Okay, well, we'll have to convince Isabi to get some goats there.
I could just drop a goat. I could just drop Adrian down at his place. Adrian's about ready to be retired.
I don't know if that would work out well for either one of them if it's not planned.
I didn't say not planning, but he needs a goat. Oh no! I broke my car. Oh shit! That's not good. Okay. Oh, yeah. All right. I fixed it. So Dave Kennedy was Mr. Robot?
Yeah.
Apparently they asked. I'll let one of y'all tell it. I haven't actually seen anything but a clip, but go ahead.
No one's gonna tell me what's going on, man.
All right, here's the deal. A clip I saw is someone asked Mr. Robot or whoever the character's name is. I haven't watched the show. What his name was, and he said, "I'm Dave Kennedy. I work with somebody in some department or something."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave got himself name dropped, which is cool. And I know they've like shown off some of his code in past episodes. And I've known a couple of the guys that have. Oh, I'm talking with the two guys who have in the past been consultants on that show. A nice gentleman of Cuban heritage. I'm trying to think of what his name is. I met him at ShowMeCon several times. His name is totally escaping me. And then there's another British gentleman who's been consulting on the newer episodes, and his name is escaping me. This is what happens when I drink Svedka 100.
Mm.
Oh, have I drank any of that yet? No, I haven't. No, I'm just fucked up. I'm drinking some cider right now with a satanic-looking goat on it.
Oh, that sounds delicious. I would love some satanic cider.
It says Black Phillip, and it has this like. Well, let me see if it'll actually show it up on camera. Okay. Can you see me now? Okay, this is way too dark. Let me turn on some lights, and I'll be back with my fat ass.
If you could pass some of that fat ass to your goat child, that would be helpful because he is way underweight right now.
Is he just not eating right?
He hasn't been feeling good, and I just wormed him, and he's starting to feel a little bit better. But you know when you're just like you have an upset stomach and you just don't feel like anything.
How old? How old?
Adrian's 3 or 4 this year.
And what is old for a goat?
Bucks usually don't live more than 5 because what breeding takes a lot out of them, but they can live 15 to 20.
Oh shit!
Yeah, well, that's a nice little.
So a virgin goat is going to live longer? How's that work out?
A virgin goat will live longer. That is true.
Huh?
Yep.
But they want to die sooner.
I'm gonna take you guys into my bedroom.
Woohoo!
All right, I'm gonna stick you on the charger in there.
Well, she updates us on our cock, and now she's bringing us to the bedroom. Awesome.
Oh, hold on. Let me bring it.
Wait, that doesn't sound right, did it?
When did you ever sound right?
Not very often.
Exactly, but that's why we love you, because you're a perverted son of a bitch. So, I can go show him to you guys, but he's He's got such a good damn personality. Lori's like, he's sick and suffering. You should shoot him in the head. I'm like, no, not yet. No, let me try him instead. I'm hoping he's still doing all right. I'm worried about my boy. Yeah, shush, Izzy. You still functioning? Okay, you're not doing that bad. Hey, buddy. I don't know if you... Did it do it? No. Flip over. Oh, anyway.
Cool. I started a goat poll to see if everybody agrees that Sabi needs a goat or not.
He does. Totally needs to go.
A very good-natured goat, though. Apparently, his son's a bit of an asshole. Didn't his son beat up Adrian?
What? Who beat up who?
I thought didn't Adrian have a son that beat him up?
Kinda, a little bit. Shush. Shush.
Because Adrian is polled, right? He said his horns removed.
No, he's not. He is not polled. He is. There's a word. I burned his horns off.
Cauterized.
Yeah. He's
okay. What's polled then?
dehorned. They call it dehorned.
Okay.
He's dehorned.
It's cauterized, and that's different than dehorned.
It's similar.
And what is polled?
Polled means they naturally don't have horns.
Okay, so that's like genetically they don't have them.
Yeah, genetically they're genetically hornless.
And this has been your weekly podcast on animal husbandry.
Well, it always ends up turning into that at one point. That's just what happens every time. Every time. Hello, Boot. Ah! Oh, I broke it. You rubber band. Shush. Okay. There. Yeah. Of course, that's cracked.
Currently, we have 3 votes in, and 67% say that Isabi needs a goat.
Of course, he needs a goat.
And I say Isabi. I know it's SOB, but shit. I didn't know what I was going for originally, so I kept saying Isabi.
Wasabi. Hey, you guys want to see the tornado did to my bedroom?
Okay.
Check it out. I have holes in my wall.
So when did the tornado hit?
Sunday. Go. Boom. Ow! Damn it, child. Go. Tornado hit Sunday at like 1-ish. Yeah, like 1:30-ish. So I was actually trying to do my Security Plus homework on the computer.
I miss taking certification tests in a way. In the late 90s, I was working for a place, and I was just a lab consultant. I wasn't even a full-time employee. But the boss of the place said, well, I'll pay for the certification test for anybody that wants to take them. And so I milked that for like, I don't know, $2,000, $3,000. And the guy, I was working as a consultant, but I was doing mostly night hours. So the network admin decided he'd cost me a little extra money to be the person, to be the nighttime operator. And like every time I got a certification, he'd give me like an extra 25 cents on top of whatever I was making at the time. So I quickly started making okay money for pretty cake work.
All right. Yeah, I'm back now.
I don't know. I mean, I can't. I know I'm supposed to. I know I'm supposed to be going for a couple of certifications a year, but I just can't find the motivation to do it.
And I can't find the motivation to do a lot of things.
But I know what I found the motivation to do right about now, and that's drink.
Yeah, you got some absinthe that you said you have that doesn't taste like freaking licorice.
Yes.
See, I like absinthe from the standpoint of the ritual. I like the whole. I'm trying to think of the whole ritual of they serve a cube of sugar on. They put absinthe over that. Then I think Wait, you explain to me what exactly is the whole procedure? I've been through it before, but
Well, there's two methods. There's the traditional method, and then there's the Gothic method.
all right.
The traditional method is basically just taking the sugar cube. And the ones that I have are special sugar cubes that are made out of beets. They come from beets. It's beet sugar.
Okay.
And you take the absinthe spoon, which is slotted, place the sugar cube there, and then you pour ice cold water over it, and it causes the desired effects. And then there's the Gothic method, which is basically dipping the sugar cube in the absinthe and then setting it on fire.
Okay.
That's just more or less for show, and it doesn't do anything spectacular.
Yeah, the first method I think is what I saw. I remember having it at a friend's Halloween party many years ago, and then this year while I was at NolaCon, there was actually a absinthe bar that was really close to the hotel, and I decided to go and just have a glass of absinthe just for the hell of it. Now, what's the whole thing about wormwood and the effects of it? Because for a while, actual absinthe was illegal in the United States, wasn't it?
Wormwood?
It still is. It just depends on the amount of wormwood that's in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it helps you mildly hallucinate. You see colors and shit. Like I am right about now.
Yeah, I put like poets in the 19th century being big into absinthe. It's a doggy! Have you been practicing with your lockpicks, Mary?
Huh?
Yes.
Ow! Stop! You're hurting me!
I see a gun case, and I see a... I can't remember. You keep telling me what kind of dogs those are, and I keep forgetting.
Schnauzes. Come here, Boots.
Schnauzes. Have you been practicing with your lockpicks any?
Not, there was sort of a tornado this week.
Wah. Details.
No.
Did the tornado drive a lockpick into your brain? Then there's no excuse not to practice.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Also, for the set that without handles that Matt got you, get yourself some 1/4-inch heat shrink. Put 3 layers of that on there, and it makes a damn comfortable handle. I got one of the Sparrow's picks. He gave me a new worm rake because I lost one of them while I was up there. Well, never mind, I found it later, but regardless, put 3 layers of 1/4-inch heat shrink on that.
Mm-hmm.
Or next time you're down here, I can give you some purple heat shrink. I got a big old
Purple?
Yeah, it's purple. Wait, let me show you.
Oh, you got purple, Boots.
I like purple.
I like purple.
Damn, I'm fat. Never mind. I like purple. You can get blue if you want blue instead.
I like purple. Purple's like the best.
Next time I see you, remind me, and I'll make sure I bring my roll because I don't know how many feet is on this thing, but I've used very little of it. I got it before like a lock picking class a while back, and I did what some of the lock picks I have that I loan out to people. I was going to just put purple on it. You know, like Tool and some other groups like paint the handles a color so they know whose is whose.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about doing something like that. No, I'm not always sure about, Tool anymore. Then again, I'm not part of Tool. I guess if I'm part of any lockpicking group, it's Fools.
Not Tools?
I don't belong in any official capacity to Tool, and some of the members...
I know. I've always heard Fools anyway. That's who we got up here in Bloomington.
Who do you got in Blue? Yeah, Fools.
Yeah,
Have you talked to them about B-Sides Bloomington?
Yeah, we talked about the Blooming B-Sides earlier. But the Fool, I haven't talked to them yet because we're still on the ground floor where we're trying to feel out if we can get permission and stuff. So as soon as we can secure space, we're gonna kind of go from there.
Okay. Where are you thinking about space? At one time you were thinking about Oliver Winery, but
No. Ivy Tech is back. We're trying Ivy Tech to back it because computers.
Okay, so it'd be at Ivy Tech.
Huh?
So it would be at Ivy Tech.
So So it'll be at the school. So we'd get Shreve Hall and probably the Sea Wing.
Cool beans. Having like a nice I can't remember what the term is. Stadium.
It'd be like B-Sides Nashville set up at the school. It'd be kind of like how that is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, B-Sides Nashville is, well, it's one of my two favorite B-Sides.
Yep. And
B-Sides Cleveland.
I did their B-Sides Nash is like one of my baby projects because that was the one that I did their logo and I do their schedule every year. So that's one of the ones where I'm more familiar. And because it's also a one-day thing, and we're kind of shooting for a one-day thing, I'm going to kind of base it sort of off of their template. So,
yeah, and they seem to got more and more success. The first couple of years, maybe because they didn't want to put up for me the third year. The first couple of years, I stayed at Little Lost and Mike's place, and then thereafter, I they get me a hotel room to stay in. I like Little Lost. She reminds me. I think I actually called this in person.
We'll see how that goes because I think basing off of that template's probably good.
Ooh, I forgot about the doggy's back.
Yeah, well he's doing.
That's the new one. That's the one you adopted after you went looking for the one that went missing, and then you found this guy.
Yeah, one of them. He's got. I don't know if it's an allergic reaction to something or what, but I just.
It's at least healed up looking. It looks like it's just not growing hair back.
Well, no, the hair actually it came off in chunks yesterday. So I'm trying to figure out if that's an allergic reaction or it's just that it's that time of year. You pluck schnauzers, so it's actually not that unusual because they don't blow coat like regular dogs because they have hair. You have to actually pull it. So it was just that section was itchy and I was actually just pulling his coat. But I'm gonna give another Benadryl, a big dose of Benadryl tonight because I'm wondering if it's not like an allergic reaction.
Doggy going to sleep well.
Well, I gave both him and Cole because Cole's got edema in his ear because his ears. Everyone's a mess. All my dogs are broken. They came broken. So it's always something. But no. But yeah, it's like everyone's always under constant treatment.
I don't have any pets.
You sure don't want a goat?
No, someone else I have to take care of, and I'm trying to go through as few commitments as possible. How do I put it this way? I need to change my life to make myself happier, but I don't have the will to do it.
What about cats? Get a cat.
Depends on the cat.
Cats are super easy.
I like my old roommate's cat. He had one called Max. I don't miss the roommate, but I miss the cat. He was a Siamese, which make these weird meowing sounds. These like really weird, creepy, almost kid-like meowing sounds sometimes.
Siamese are like insane though. They're like
I don't know. The one I had seemed nice. I mean, he'd bug me for like food, but okay. And he'd play fetch with me. I could like take a bread tie and throw it out there, and he'd play fetch with me, which was kind of cool.
Come here, Bernie. 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 Not for you. Come on. Come here. Yeah, so they're.
We got 10 people watching, but very little going on in chat.
Well, I want to talk about. I'm still more interested in the swallow. There we go.
What do you want to talk about?
Huh?
What do you want to talk about, Mary?
I don't know. Coding, security. What are we going to talk about? Talk about stuff. And it always ends up going back to either my farm animals or the cock.
Well, I'm cock obsessed. Did I say that out loud?
Cock obsessed. Well, and then I don't know. We can go about what Adrian stopped calling himself fat. Get back to the gym. So I did a 7-mile hike on Sunday. I got home 20 minutes before the tornadoes hit my house. It's crazy.
Yeah, I need to get out and do some of that as well.
Come up here. Please. I need a walking buddy so bad.
Nope, not gonna do it. Fuck that. Anything over a mile, I'm not walking.
7 miles is nothing. I don't understand that. You're all like, oh my god, too far. I'm like, dude, fuck, I used to walk that to work every morning.
I've done 4 miles in a day, fairly regular. I'm done
doing the long walks. Fuck that.
It's like a 3-day. It's like 21 a week, so it'll be like 7 every other day. Although I'm really thinking I need to just pop it up to 14.
That's how the Prez 98 lost all his weight, apparently.
That's how I initially. That was how I
miles a day or something.
Like I went from like 250 down to one. I went from 250 to 199, and then I joined the gym, and the lowest I've gotten in this cycle has been I think like 170. I need to get down to 160. I'm probably back up around 180 now.
Before I started working from home, I want to say I was about 215. I'm now about 260 something.
You're also taller than me, so you're probably about where you're probably about body mass wise where I was.
Also, if you shave my back, I probably lose 10 pounds, but that's beside the point.
But then we can make more beards.
Oh shit, the beard. The beard is. You said you got. Have you crafted it onto that skull yet?
No, I got the skull. I haven't opened it up. I do actually do have the skull came.
My beard is an arts and crafts project, folks.
It is. It's I have it here. Yeah, I got it. I have it right here. It needs some fluffing, but yeah, it's right here. Have you guys seen it since it's been felted? Yeah, so it's been put together.
Okay.
It's horrifying. It is not look at how horrifying it is. They're all dead, Adrian. We killed them. We'll run away. I'm gonna go play World of Warcraft. No one wants to play with me. It's my fault because I'm a woman, isn't it? It's because I'm a girl. I don't really believe that. Yeah.
So, what do y'all have to say? What's up in y'all's minds? Charles and Jack, you got yourself muted. Let me go back to the show notes and see if, well, does Charles have anything else he wants to say about how to make the community better? Though, quite frankly, it's not really a community as much as it is a certain group of communities who will interrelate with each other, but not everybody gets along. To say it's like one big community is kind of not accurate.
We could talk about making them all walk more than a mile again. That actually started a conversation.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, really.
Sorry, but after 2005, I stopped doing long walks. Fuck that.
What was your reasoning, and how have you maintained since then?
That's easy. Anything over a quarter of a mile, I'm driving.
That's not the question, though. Have you been happier for not walking?
Yes. Yes, because it sucked. It sucked taking those long walks with the 100-pound ruck on my back and carrying a weapon.
Okay, whatever. But it's fun stuff. I like walking. We're not discussing military maneuvers. We're discussing getting out and getting some fresh air.
And I like getting out there and hiking. I don't like running. I don't like being out of breath. But I like nature and hiking and.
Yeah, I'm not a big jogger. I probably should do some more shift off cardio, but I don't. Just because I'm the most graceless jogger you'll ever see. So. Okay. This is the skull. We should. I'm gonna unbox the skull. Made it all here in one piece.
Has anybody gone out and seen Thor Ragnarok yet?
I want to see that movie so bad.
It looks like it should hopefully be better than the previous two. The previous two will.
Don't you dare talk down my Thor.
Sorry.
Well, I saw it Tuesday when I got back in, and it was okay-ish.
Wait, in comparison to the other 4 movies, how was it?
I only saw the first one and all the Avengers movies, so it was okay.
So, hey, look, it's SpongeBob Pyramid. Sorry.
And who just joined? Soul.
Isn't it pretty?
It looks like a real skull, so yeah. What's up, Soul?
I'm okay. Can you even hear me?
I can hear you. There's some weird noise coming in over your line, but yeah, I can hear you.
Strange.
Oh, that's a weird image. Let me show you the image I just pulled up on my. Let me share my screen.
Okay, we must.
Yes, I must.
We must. We must increase their bust.
Deadpool with Cable serving up a turkey to his family. I don't remember. I recognize Colossus, and I recognize the lady who's going to be playing Domino in this movie. I recognize him from the bar. Oh, that's the little teenage Mega Sonic Nega. I don't know, Warhead, and that's Deadpool's roommate, the black lady who looks like
Oh yeah. She looks like the fucking Oracle from Matrix.
Well, I was gonna say not so much that as she looks a little bit like what is the lady who played her in Star Trek? Michelle Nichols. So what you been up to, Soul?
Oh, nothing much. It's been a while since I've been in this chat.
Oh, good. Welcome back.
It's been a minute.
You're still trying to organize some kind of event in Zimbabwe?
Yeah, but currently with the whole cyber laws and whatnot, it would be best to hold off for a while until everything cools down.
I don't have no idea what cyber laws are like in Zimbabwe. Though I've heard of I hear rumors of stuff going on, but I have very little knowledge of what exactly the cyber laws like in Zimbabwe.
Well, someone got arrested for a retweet. There's that.
Oh yeah, and we're bitching about Cox, and they're getting freaking thrown in jail over retweeting shit. You see, putting crap in perspective, how much that drives me up a wall. God.
Yeah, so it's best that we wait for a while. And wow, is that Adrian's beard?
Yes, it is.
Uh-huh.
There's a story behind that. Ask Adrian.
Mary, this cast is setting white people back in black people's minds by years, right? The black people just watch them and say, these white people are really fucking weird.
White people fucked off. Okay, no, but because on top of this, try to feel better. Don't get arrested for me doing this. Oh my God. So this is Adrian's actual beard. that was auctioned off at a Hackers for Charity.
I think it made $200 for Hackers for Charity, so that's a bonus.
We might be able to do it again because now it's a permanent fixation, so we can keep. It's like a trophy. We can keep re-auctioning it. This is Trevor the Roach.
The real Roach? Oh no.
There we go. And there's Trevor. And Adrian's deceased beard. Because yes, white people are pretty fucked up. You're welcome.
We were talking to Mary earlier. She's also trying to get an event on the way in B-Sides of Bloomington.
How's that going?
It sounds like she's going to be pulled off because she has the backing of the university, so they can get university space. And a lot of B-Sides, when you think about B-Sides events, most are fairly small. We're talking about a couple hundred people. And venues can get expensive. Most B-Sides I've been to, I'm trying to think of, you know what? I can pull up the list. Go ahead and say some stuff, Mary. I'm going to pull up my list, and I can actually say where these particular B-Sides were.
The one, I mean, it varies, but I mean, they've done them everywhere. I think they've had one in someone's house. You know, the university ones are nice. Usually they tend to be a little more PG rated, which is fine because I think that's kind of what we're going to end up shooting for because you know, you have to have university support. Because that's how Nashville is. Nashville, it's a Christian university that's supporting it, so they have to be a little more professional and a little more, you know.
But we have a party afterwards that's at
Yeah, but they can do offsite. That's what I was saying. So I mean, even if we do it we can always go to like you know the poor room or whatever or something in Bloomington or you know.
I'm looking at my list of cons that I have scheduled, and some I don't put years on, so I'm not sure which year some of them are at. But these dates seem to go back to at least 2014. Let me skip to this year.
Miracle.
Okay. Let me see which all ones I've been to this year so far that were B-Sides events. That's B-Sides. Well, I'm going to go B-Sides Philly now, even though technically this one was last year. I got one coming I still need to do travel for. But that's actually happening at some university. So that's a university. B-Sides Columbus this year, that was in January. Or last year. Yeah, this one, wait. The year that we're currently still in. That was at a university. B-Sides Tampa was at some kind of law university. So right there, three off the top were at universities. B-Sides Nova was at some business center thing. I'm not sure what it was. Indie B-Sides was at a university. I want to say an Ivy Tech branch.
It was an Ivy Tech. No, they. I thought. No. B-Sides. I don't know about this year's, but I know this year's. Yes, this year's was at Ivy Tech. So Ivy Tech's already sponsored one of them. So that's actually good for me. I gotta tell Chris that because Chris can use that to our advantage.
B-Sides Nashville was at a university.
Yep.
B-Sides Charm was at some kind of conference center. I'm not sure how they worked out the money for that. B-Sides Detroit, this year, previous years, it has been at a university. This year, it was at a conference center. Great. Scrolling. And B-Sides Cleveland, which is the last one I have on that list, was at a bar. And there's a few ones at the bars. Well, if you need a cheap space and you can guarantee people will be drinking all day, you can apparently rent out bar space fairly.
Well, also, like McDonough's in Georgia, they actually have like a whole upstairs where you could have like a conference. I mean, it depends on the pub.
But I think her event kind of okay. She's got some school backing and she knows a few people.
Yeah, but that's our exciting thing is to work.
Show up.
Let me just get the show notes.
I love your hat, by the way. I collect dwarf hats. Oh my god! I don't. They're not in here, but I have like 3 more variations of hats in the living room.
I'm not sure.
Ignorance of geography. I know about where Zimbabwe is because it's right above South Africa, correct?
Yep.
How cold does it ever get in Zimbabwe? Because it is fairly far south. I mean,
well, it doesn't get as cold you know, for it to snow or wear an ushanka, but like we Africans really don't like cold weather.
So if it gets like 60, y'all like, well, fuck this. This is fucking cold.
Yeah.
No, I'll back that one up. We had Harold was from Trinidad, and he was one of our roommates, and he'd be wearing a coat in like June. It'd be like 85 out, and it was too cold for him.
Was this in LA?
No, this was in New York.
Okay.
We were up in New
So,
York.
you know, like right now we're in summer and we're reaching 34, 33 degrees Celsius, which is
Like-
pretty, it's a rise. So,
It's
not
currently
sure.
4 degrees Fahrenheit out here.
So,
So that
What?
has see. So it's zero is 32. So 0 Celsius is 32 Fahrenheit. It's currently 44 Fahrenheit. So that puts what is it? It's like 10 or something. I don't. I used to be able to do the math better when I was in Canada. But yeah.
Is your dog licking its junk?
No, he's chewing his paw. He's itchy. I need to get his butt over here and give him a shot of Benadryl too. Oh,
Is-
him? Stop it. No, he's just licking his leg. Yeah, none of them have any junk.
oh my.
Everything in the house is neutered. The only thing on the farm, the only
Wait,
thing.
including Matt?
Huh? What?
I said including Matt?
He hasn't been in the chat for a while. It's the first time I think he's been in here with me that I can remember recently. So, yeah. Anytime Mary's on the stream, it turns into let's talk about farm shit, which usually includes sex and nuts and balls and cocks and crap, because that entertains them.
Some of us have the mentality of middle schoolers.
5-year-old. Yeah, middle school. I'll give you
Middle schoolers, because you have to be in puberty or just past puberty to really get into the dick jokes.
all the cock and balls. I retain. I have the best cock, and he's coming to Derby.
It is an adorable cock. I've met it many a time. I highly approve of your cock.
I have the best cock.
Okay, why are we talking about cocks?
Carl is the best cock.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go
I'll
find
put in
him.
the chat. You haven't met Carl the cock?
I don't believe I have.
Okay,
I have a Bard Rock rooster named Carl.
I'm posting in the chat. It's an adorable cock. Pretty massive, though she tells me it's kind of small for its breed. It's very nice, even-tempered.
He's very sweet cock. He's very good.
If you fuck with his hands, he will fuck you up.
He took out a hawk. I had to take it into wildlife rehab. He broke its wing. So. I should see if they're back with dinner yet, because I'm getting to that point where I'm kind of hungry.
Ooh, where are we going?
Well, I'm walking around my house right now. Oh, no food for Mary.
Oh, Cheerio on Twitter is very enthusiastic about the idea of Kyle getting a goat.
Oh, they are home. No, yeah, he totally needs a goat, and I think that'd be a good spot for Adrian to retire. Adrian needs to retire down there. Oh, there you are. What do you want? Where's my food? Oh my God, it's gonna be cold. Okay, if my food's actually here, I'm planning on eating it, so I'll probably hop off chat.
All right, that's justifiable.
Just yeah.
Okay. Okay, love you too. Go to bed. You're late. Go to bed.
All right. Well, we don't have much else in the show notes. I put in something about fair use because Mary apparently she took a photo during after the tornado, and some newspaper ran it but didn't run her name with it. But it may have been.
I had to what I had to do. Well, I'm on the chat, but I think it's too dark for them to actually see anything out here, even if I wanted to show them.
Yeah, I can't see crap.
Here, hold on, let me Yeah, I think it's too dark. Where's my? Okay. Oh, there's the light. All right. So.
We see the light. That's about it.
Yeah, I'd have to get the flashlight. But Oh, awesome food. All right. So okay, guys. I got dinner. I'll go over with you really quick. So just reviewing what happened.
Okay.
But basically, I'd taken. Why are you on the wrong side of the fence, ice cream? Anyways, but I had taken a whole bunch of pictures after the tornadoes hit, and I threw them up in our semi-private, Facebook news group for the town. And I posted a couple on my personal profile. But even because our power and internet was out for almost 24 hours after that, I couldn't get on my regular desktop, so I couldn't do any of my watermarking or anything that I usually would have done. And but I figured, well, they're only on there basically because we were trying to get neighborhood check-in. You know how that is? Like we literally were hit by 2 tornadoes. So while I'm trying to get kind of check in with the neighbors, and all I had was my phone. The next morning, when we go down to start going down the insurance adjuster, start reporting damage and putting the claims in, I'm talking about my truck. And I go, yeah, my truck got stabbed, because it did. It got stabbed by a branch. And the insurance adjuster goes, oh, because I show a picture on my phone. He goes, oh, I've seen that picture before. And I go, because he's from the area. He's like, oh, I guess you're on the Springfield News Group. Because I've only posted this like 2 places. Like technically 1 place, because I looked back and I had not posted it on Twitter or on my personal account. And he goes, no, and he pulls it up, and he pulls up the local news radio station's website with my pictures, with 3 of my pictures out of the 6 pictures there. And I'm like, son of a bitch. And the thing is that if they had just called me first, if they had just made a note that they were taking it, responded and said, hey, can I use this or something, I probably would have just said, yeah, go ahead. But the problem was,
pics have attribution?
No trackbacks and no credit at all, and that just infuriated me. So, because they didn't ask, it's like, you pay for it now. Because most photographers, that's how they make their money. So, you don't do that. Okay. I'm on the phone. You are not wearing shorts tomorrow. Jesus. No. But yeah, but that's basically what it came down to. So now I'm going through all the, trying to sort through all the fair use. No, fair use is a real gray area, because there's no such thing as definitive fair use law, because it's simply guidelines.
I guarantee you
but copyright is not. Yes, exactly. And that was I had a problem, because it's not the first time that the local media has done that to me. They've taken other photos. And what they're trying to say is that they're covered under the thumbnail clause. Now, everything I've read into this, and a bunch of other lawyers, and actually there's a whole bunch of other even photo organizations that I really have a problem with this. The thumbnail clause originally went into effect, so indexing sites like Google or PhotoBucket that may contain some copyrighted photos could be exempted as long as it was only showing up as a very small thumbnail in a search index, because it was being used to catalog. So as long as it was being used for search, it was fine. Well, the way that they have it worded, the media likes to read it as, oh, well, if I only post it so that it's small enough, then it shouldn't count. So as long as it's only this many pixels. And the problem is that they've never clearly defined how many pixels. Originally, when the law was written, 80 by 80 pixels was a standardized thumbnail. And then it has been upped a little bit since then to be stretched. And so right now, I think it's 200 by 60 or something is considered, within range. But because there's no definition of it, the ones that the paper had posted were actually 240 pixels wide, which granted, they're not very big, but when you're on a cell phone, that's a big image. It's big enough to have, so it's still in dispute right now. But my problem is that they were using it to push the way they're using it on the story. There are some other things with fair use where if the picture is the entire story, the media apparently can use it, although you can still go to court over it, because there's, like I said, fair use is a gray area. What everyone basically says is, if you can easily find the person that took the photo, ask first. And that's what made me mad. Is it's not. It would have been so easy, considering they took it off of a semi-private Facebook group. If you're not a member of this group, you can't see, which means someone from the group had to have reposted it. And so I went and I ripped them all down off the group, and I posted, "Do not take my stuff without asking." And then I got other people going, "Well, it was on Facebook, so therefore you can use it. Facebook." I'm like, yes, I understand. If I post on Facebook, Facebook can use it in network. I agreed to that. I understand it. Facebook does it. I go, my problem is that it wasn't being used on Facebook. It was being taken off site.
Okay. But would you really want to go into litigation with this? Is it worth it?
Actually, what you do is you put you send them notices. The notice doesn't cost me anything to send. So they sent their first notice, and I have my demand, which is it's $75 per photo, because that's much the copyright cost. And if they don't respond in 5 days, I'm going to go ahead and do a batch copyright on all those photos, and then because you have 90 days from it, because you have implied copyright in the United States. The second you take a photograph, you have the copyright to it.
Okay.
Yeah, the way it works is you have automatic copyright, but everyone has automatic copyright. But if you want to litigate on something, you have to have it as a registered copyright. You have 90 days from the time that you take the photo to register your copyright. So I still got 3 whole months before I even have to get it registered. And then I can still go after them. So it actually behooves their asses just to pay me the $75 for licensing for the photo. Or if they want to buy it outright, I told them, you want to buy it outright, it'll be $250 per photo, and you have full exclusive rights. You don't have to watermark it or anything. So, yeah, that's basically, but that's how it is over here with IP law. But yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
Well, I'm not familiar with copyrights, to be honest.
Well, that means I took a picture. It's my picture. I drew something, or I created something, and that's to protect my stuff. So considering that I am that's my job, my career is primarily artist. And that is something. If people are listening, this is the time of year to get in on if you need anything, because this is the time of year where I'm in my high creative times, and I'm working on stuff, and I'm making polar bears, and I'm doing painting, these. That's my stuff. So I'm in art mode, and I do my things. But that's how I make enough to break even and hopefully keep Sally Mae off my ass, because right now they are calling every day. Yeah, and house repairs. Adrian wanted to get me off on copyright. I need to go eat my food now before it gets any colder.
All right, enjoy your food.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Adrian, we'll maybe swing by sometime.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, the copyright issue thing, I mean, I get shit occasionally because there's a little bit of music playing in someone's slides. YouTube hasn't shut my channel down, luckily. It's worse at cons like GurCon, because sometimes audio engineers there, they have a very complicated rig, and they'll play audio from my MP3 player into my fucking recordings, and I won't know about it until I go through and try to process. And people shouldn't be taking all these photos. They're all fair use. They should at least attribute. Like, if you grab a photo from online that someone published online, very least you should attribute who you got it from. I'm on a weird Google search right now. I was going through Charles's feed, and it was some face swap with new actors from the TV. Have you ever seen the TV show Jeffersons?
No, I haven't.
Okay, it was a black couple. They ran a dry cleaning company. Apparently, it was an offshoot of All in the Family with Archie Bunker. Archie Bunker is kind of bigoted white dude. Well, they decided to do a black version of the character, which became George Jefferson, who was basically like Archie Bunker, but instead of being white, he was black, and he was kind of an asshole too. And eventually did a spin-off series called The Jeffersons. And so I saw Charles's post on his Facebook, and now I'm off looking up the characters of Archie Bunker and so forth, and how that series started.
Why isn't Charles talking today?
I don't know.
Strange.
Yeah, this was kind of a impromptu one since I couldn't make it last night because I was flying.
I see. Well, I gotta bounce. It's 3:30 a.m. here, so
Oh shit!
need to get some sleep.
Yep, catching up with you, Soul. I'll catch you later.
Yeah, I think I'll pop by your Twitter sometime later in the day.
Sounds good. Talk later, man.
All right, bye.
The Charles, I saw that image. Who exactly were the faces that were swapped onto the Jeffersons' faces? Because I can't quite recognize the actors. And I'm the only one not muted in the stream. But we have 9 viewers. Oh, wait, Charles, be on a second. Yeah, I'm looking at the actors in this picture, and I can't quite make out who they are. Should probably just go ahead and read the change. The woman in the picture is...
You like Oxygen? The network? This is the funny girl, Yamanika Saunders.
Yamanika Saunders, okay. I have little idea about this lady's comedy.
Oh my God.
I haven't watched much comedy recently.
A lot of fat talk up here. Fuck them, okay? Fuck them. Yeah, fuck these dudes. Seriously, no, I'm sick of this fucking fat shaming. You, sir, fuck you, okay?
All right, Ode, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be a fan because you know what? I'm fat too. You know why I'm fat? Because I have no self-control.
I got a fat puss. I put it on your goddamn face. Shut the fuck up. Sorry, sir, I haven't eaten today. I'm hungry.
Well, shit.
No,
Damn, really?
I don't know. I'm just watching this lady's comedy. Let me go ahead and screen share so you all can watch a little bit. Let's get some copyright violations going on. Man, there's some videos online I really like to show the group, and I'm like, how much drama would this cause if I shared this video and we all commented on it? And I'm like, I don't know if I want to deal with the drama of it.
Yeah, I remember the fallout from that one.
Well, actually, that one we did, was there any fallout? Because that November one, the crazy SJW lady?
Yeah, because after that, because Eve swore up and down it was her that was getting ripped on.
Who swore it was her again?
Eve Adams.
Oh, Eve Adams got involved on us. Was she coming on our podcast?
No, because she thought it was her that got ripped on.
In our cast?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say that?
Oh, fuck. Back when all that fucking drama with her sparked off.
I remember she started the drama because I supposedly modified her videos, but she was never able to show where I modified any video. And then she started whining about, oh, people are sea-lining me. You know what sea-lining is, right?
Yes.
That is the dumbest SJW meme ever. I'm like, no, just fucking answer the allegation. Is it true or not? What is your evidence? Just fucking...
He needs to take down my videos.
There's certain people at this point, I'm like, but you're whining because I grew something on my own website insulting someone. You know it's on archive.org. You know it's on YouTube. You could copy it from archive.org, put it on your own website. Stop your fucking pussy-ass whining. But, yeah, I remember that. I remember we went over that person who was, like, nuts.
Oh, fuck. Well, rip my headphones.
All right, I'm gonna mute Mary for the time being. It's not speaking, but we still have some sound coming in. Maybe she's eating on top of her laptop. I don't know.
No, the stupid ass camera came unplugged. I plugged it back in so I could hear you guys in case I want to deal with it later. And I didn't realize that popped the mic back on.
Oh, it's all good.
It's all good.
All right, let's check some more.
All right. Ow. Email sent. I'm done.
Oh, okay. So Charles, who are the actors that were in that?
Oh, with the Okay.
I don't want a Jeffersons remake because they're going to fuck it up.
No Jefferson remake.
Turn it into a
No.
fuck it up.
The
So I don't
one
want it.
that was George Jefferson was Charlemagne the God from Breakfast Club. Somebody put his face on there, and the woman, she's actually a stand-up comedian.
Okay, well, I kind of got that because I've got her YouTube up right now.
Yeah.
YouTube video
Yeah,
up.
but the other person, the guy, was Charlemagne the God from the Breakfast Club.
I remember watching the Jeffersons a lot when I was a little. I don't remember much about it as a kid because I want to say it was on syndication, and I'd come home, and this was sometime probably in the mid '80s. I'd come home to my grandma's place, and I remember vaguely it being on, and moving on up
to the east side.
I remember it being entertaining, and I remember someone was talking in the thread about they would do a race swap on it, or I'm like, well, George Jefferson's already a race swap of Archie Bunker. I mean,
That's it. Yeah, he's the Black Archie Bunker,
and it was popular enough, I guess. Or actually, were they planning on doing a spinoff, or did the character just get popular enough that they did the spinoff?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, All in the Family did hit a lot of spinoffs.
Yeah.
They're not. See, I didn't watch much of All in the Family. I know very little about All in the Family, but I remember watching a lot of the Jeffersons when I was a kid because it happened to be in the syndication, and it happened to be on at whatever time it was that I got home from school.
Well, because I mean, All in the Family spun off had Maude and the Jeffersons, and then for Maude was Good Times.
That's right. But Maude was funny. Like, I love Dorothy. Like, she played Dorothy on Golden Girls. I love the Golden Girls, by the way. Golden Girls is my show.
We were watching a film out of that too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jimmy Walker. Is Jimmy Walker? I think I saw some movies. He was like dating Ann Coulter or something.
I think so.
I don't know. Whatever it takes. Fuck it. Whatever.
Yeah, Ann Coulter is. This is no big secret. I'm a little bit right of center, and Ann Coulter. She said some shit occasionally. I'm like, that's a little across the line. In general, I find her pretty entertaining, though she definitely does try to. How do I put it this way? She's a straight female Milo in some ways.
Yeah, but I mean, I would just want to. I would just want to hate fuck her just one good time, just so I could, finish on her face.
Damn. God, dog.
People who are far left who are like,
Jesus Christ, man!
That's what I'm saying.
Far!
What? Sorry.
Too far, man. Too far.
Wow.
Sorry.
Jack, I cringed on that one. He said, because what did it when you said finish on the face? Woo!
That was that overline. That was too far. And see, now you know what the line is. I could deal with the hate fucking because Shalini says it all the time, but that was too far.
Wait, is Shalina talking about hate fucking men or what?
Shalini constantly talks about her hate fucking the little redheaded Jewish liberal boys. Not boys.
I don't know Shalini.
They're not men. I guess you could. Not age wise. Just live in mom's basement.
I'm not sure.
Stay out of this one.
Shalini.
Yeah.
This way, I agree with her on a lot of things, but she takes it to the level of really want to piss people off. Shalini is.
Yeah. She will.
She seems to be. You don't ever heard of? Have you been on the Red Pill subreddit?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She seems to be a female version of that in some ways. I think that Fred. That's a big complicated issue to talk. The term "red pill" means so many different things depending on what context. But that particular subreddit, Shalini is a strange combination of being really into drugs, being really into and being really weirdly into traditional family values at the same time. And I don't know how to define her.
Wow. Like, I mean, now who is this you speak of?
She's a lady. I haven't seen her in the United States in years. I think she came to the first DerbyCon.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's a Malaysian lady, if I remember. Is she Malaysian? Is that what she is, Mary?
Hold on, Matt, come back.
We call it. She is a woman.
You know Shalini better than I do.
Okay, what do you want?
We call it. She is a.
What is she Indian or Malaysian or what is?
Primarily Indian.
She's Indian.
Okay. She is a, let's say, woman of color, as they put it.
Yeah.
Okay. She says some shit on her Facebook timeline that.
You want to ask her if she wants to get in the hangout? You got room.
Not actually Google Voice number, but actual cell phone.
I know you have her cell phone number. Do you want to ask her if she wants to get in the hangout? Let me send it to her.
Oh, welcome.
That would totally. That would be hilarious. I'd love to have her on.
She's a lot of fun, but she's a bit wild, and
I love it.
She's a lot of fun. I haven't seen her at a con though. I think the last con I saw it might have been DerbyCon 1 in 2011. Mm-hmm. It's been a long time.
Sometimes you need the wildness. The wildness just brings it all out. I love it.
Messages about like her fuck boys and not fuck. Is that the right term? No, curly boys. She has this term for like
Yeah. Yes. Fuck boy is correct. That's what I was trying to say. Her boys. Her fuck boys. So. Yeah.
Like some guys, and it's not as many as various nutbag feminists will say. There's some guys who do talk about women in a very demeaning manner as this is just a piece of meat I just fucked. She does refer to some men that way. And she calls them like curly boys. And I'm not sure what a curly boy is exactly.
I don't know what that is either.
No, I just told you what that was. They're her they're curly red-headed Jewish liberals.
Wow.
From Wall Street.
And she's like taking a strap on.
Because she has defined it before. That is her curly haired fuckboys.
Okay then. Well, thanks for the information.
Yep.
But she's always welcome to stream because she's entertaining. But she has a whole lot of white male fairly far left followers who still keep following her even after she says some most radically nutty shit.
Yeah, because they're turned on.
Well, I have seen. I will rate her as well. Great. There's no way I can say this. This is going to get quote mine later on. She's above average looking. I mean, I've seen pictures of her that were done professionally, and she's a pretty good looking woman. So yeah, that's probably the case.
Mm-hmm. That's probably what it is. They're turned on. Like, oh my god, feisty. Turn on.
Well, I guess
some guys like that.
Some guys got to have a conservative woman with a strap on take it to them, but
I guess.
Hell no.
I
don't know. Whatever everybody into.
Whatever they're into.
Whatever they're into. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, you say you guys you're not into the whole pegging thing?
I'm not. I'm not. Whoever's into it, hey, have at it.
Yeah, that's my
world is your oyster.
Hell no! I was in a conversation with the woman, and she was talking about doing that to her boyfriend, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and block you now.
I got one buddy. She's apparently into that kind of thing, but
yeah, I seen I remember at work one time this lady she was talking about she dominates her husband. So I was like, this when I first learned about dominatrix and all the other stuff. So yeah, I dominate my man. I was like, oh, okay, this was up. I'm thinking she just, saying that she controls the house. Like she's like, no, she dominates. Like,
oh shit.
Like she's
actually, if you guys actually want to have an intellectual discussion on BDSM, Amazon's the one to talk to. She actually does a class on it.
You know what? We need to have.
yeah, because if I start,
this is one of those things. Like, it's not my thing, but if you guys ever want a reference of things that I'm aware of, I can point you in the right direction for many, many different things.
Yeah, and if I start talking about it, you guys can actually figure out who I really am.
Jack, come on, man.
Nope.
We know who you really are, Jack.
Well, yes, of course, but
Yes, your name is Jack. So anyway.
I actually got to meet. I got to meet Jack in person. I think it was this year. Although I may have met him previously, and that's not remembered it.
Yeah.
Jack, is this the first year I actually met you in person?
No.
Because I remember you coming up to MeadCon, and one of my first thoughts was, well, you're a lot taller than I expected you to be. I expected you to be, because you're about my height. You're about 6'3", ain't you?
Yeah, I'm 6'2".
Okay.
He's gonna be all like no comment and shit.
Yeah, y'all speaking about strap-ons and all this other shit. I have a friend, OK Ultra. She actually is in that whole.
Oh my god! I gotta shut the door. Hold on.
Oh, sorry. I forgot kids.
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, but yeah, like I said, it's not my particular cup of tea, but there's enough people on the fringe that we're all kind of mutual friends with that we're aware. But yeah, she's
OK Ultra's into that kind of thing. She does some dominant stuff. And the only picture I've seen of OK Ultra is she has a domino face mask.
She's got nice little boobs. I'll give her that.
She's got a very nice, beautiful body.
My boobs aren't that.
She's basically all I saw was a hot black lady with a domino mask and like a 12-inch. I think it was a purple strap on.
I would scream seeing something like that.
Yeah, apparently, but she's the thing is, she was having an argument. She's kind of, I won't call her conservative. She's non-fall.
She's libertarian.
She's very anti-SJW.
Okay.
She's a strongly libertarian. That's strongly libertarian.
An argument with some like a male, very slightly feminine-looking man about some kind of controversy in the dev community, and after she posted a picture, the dude was like, "Well, I'm sorry to we're disagreeing and all that." It seemed cringy as hell. Like the dude was like at the beginning want to have an argument with her, then after he saw what she looked like, he wanted to be fucked by her.
Well, he thought she would be. Like I didn't realize I didn't realize that she was a girl until after that, because I just kind of assumed you guys are whatever. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
So he got into an argument with her, and then when he saw her, that's when he felt like, oh my god, this is it.
I'm in love.
Right.
And that is why Shalini has fuckboys.
I see. And you know,
makes sense.
Yeah.
Wait, so you mean like some of these mangina types?
Yeah,
really
pretty much.
Really big into dominant women. They just really want a woman to just take control and have
Yes.
Who said yes?
Jack.
I mean, I don't totally get the whole dominant submissive thing. I imagine I'd be a bit of a switch hitter. Like sometimes, I'm lazy. Women, you do most of the work, and other times I would want to be the opposite way. But I don't get I don't know if I totally get the whole completely dominant, completely submissive thing.
Well, I mean, most of the time, most men who are in control of things, they typically just want to cede control to someone, so that they're not always in the driver's seat 100% of the time.
Community. Like if you have a powerful CEO in his bedroom life, he wants to be submissive because he's tired of being in charge, and and vice versa. So I've heard that somewhat. And my roommate is currently playing with my my P99 airsoft gun. I'm a little concerned.
It depends on, I guess the submissive, whatever they're into, like submissive, I guess it just depends. Whatever the guy's into. Well, the curly boys, they just want want her to just slap them around, and they're her toys. They're
Or sometimes they just want to bend over and just take it, and say that it's completely not homosexual, but what the fuck ever.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry.
Well, that brings up the beautiful question. People got hugely upset about this question. I remember people ask this question at conferences, not hacker conferences, other conferences, and people going huge batshit insane on Twitter. The classic question: are traps gay?
Or what?
Are traps gay?
No, is being attracted to a trap gay?
Well, it's a metaphor. It is a question that is more complex than simply hearing the question and being offended, because you can be a transsexual or you can be a transvestite and not necessarily be offended, depending on how you look at the question.
Usually the offended ones that are homophobic or they're really gay secretly.
Yeah, we got to first ask the question, what is a trap?
What is a trap?
And I'm not sure. I've heard multiple definitions. One definition, a trap is essentially a ladyboy, a transsexual who has most of the hormones and surgeries done, but they still have a penis. That's one definition I've heard. And other times I've heard trap is basically being a transvestite who doesn't let you know that they are actually the opposite gender until you're in the bedroom with them.
Well, I mean, both definitions are correct.
Okay, so I guess to decide.
One of them is certainly a trap in some sense.
Right, that's my roommate putting in his 2 cents.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on I'll put it this way: if matching genitalia, as in matching, I mean 2 penises or 2 vaginas are involved in it, the sex is at least a little bit gay. That is my qualification. So having sex with trap, if you're a straight man, a trapped female, or woman-looking person, is less gay than having straight-out gay sex, but it's still at least a little gay. Not there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying it's at least like, for instance, Blair White, everything presents as very female except for the fact that she has a penis. Having sex with Blair White is not as gay as having sex with Milo, but it is still at least a little bit gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying if we're going to qualify and split hairs here.
We've gone to strange places this evening, haven't we?
Yes,
yeah. Yeah.
What are y'all?
Every damn
I can't chime in on this because
why can't you chime in, Jack?
I just can't because you guys will be able to figure. Somebody watching this will probably figure out who the fuck I am.
Mm-hmm. But who's watching? Who? How do you know the person's watching right now?
No. Okay, so I was in a foreign country with some friends.
Yep.
And we was at this bar, and there was this fairly attractive woman.
Yeah.
That was at the other end of the bar.
Yeah.
My friend makes his move.
Yeah.
He goes in. He goes home with
her.
Uh-huh. And he comes back an hour and a half later, and he runs in, and he just looks at the bartender, and he's pointing, like, shot, give me a shot, give me a shot, give me a shot, just keep him rolling, just keep him rolling. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing back here? I thought you... And then he told me that, she came out with a
special weapon.
with a baby doll nightie on and a big ass dick that was bigger than his.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And I was like, dude, what the fuck are you doing back here? And why the hell did you just tell me that? So.
Oh my god, I pulled everything!
So after he was done drinking, did he go back to his room or her room?
Or
it's his room or... Well, I don't know what the fucking pronoun is. Hey, all you people out there who go scream bigot at everyone, let's face it, modern times are fucking confusing.
They are confusing.
I just want a nice lady with more melanin than me because I don't want my children to have all the second-degree sunburns I've had who wants to cuddle and have a couple kids. My desires are pretty simple.
You know what?
Well, but then again, this was also 15 years ago, and that was a whole different time where, yeah.
Still, dang, that's a 90. Oh man, that's scary.
But the funny thing is, everybody at the bar was laughing at him because they knew what the fuck that thing was.
Stop. See?
Wow.
Y'all terrible.
I have empathy from anybody going through gender dysphoria. Gender dysphoria sounds like, I've been reading up on it. It sounds like a huge fucking pain in the ass.
True gender dysphoria, really, that has got to suck.
Yeah.
But I do think there's a lot of people who also pull on the trans label just because, all right, trans label, one of the few things I could do as a large, hairy white man to instantly get more oppression points than anybody but a black female who's handicapped in a wheelchair is to claim I'm trans. I do think there are people who do, at this present day and time, claim they're trans, but they're not really in any...
They're actually narcissists. We've had this discussion before, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So they claim they're trans. Oh, wow.
I think there are people who claim to be trans solely for oppression points.
All I know is it's some weird fetish people out there. That's all I can say.
There's a YouTube couple I saw a while back. They're both trans, and one's a trans man and one's a trans woman. And somehow these two met together, which is incredibly a strange thing. Because I think the trans population is 0.3% of the population. The thing. I talk about the media being obsessed with it. I gotta admit, the whole trans thing does interest me. The whole idea of what hormones and how much of your identity is genetic and how much is learned behavior.
That's a good question. I mean, I don't know.
Like, I'm not much like my mother or dad in a lot of ways. More into tech. I guess I did get my emphasis on education from my mama. I guess I got somewhat of my. I got some macho shit from my dad, I suppose. But I don't know. Dad is always going to be a blue collar style worker who's semi anti-intellectual, maybe. Mama was always. Now that I think about it, why the hell did those two get together?
What?
No, I'm just trying to think in my head. What happened that my mom and dad actually even met each other? Well, I think they met each other over a square dance or something. And they used to go on dates, apparently, where they'd go hunting snapping turtles. Let me tell you some redneck shit right now. Some of my mom and dad's dating was my mom would stick a stick in a turtle's face. This turtle, it's a snapping turtle. It reach out and try to bite the stick. Dad would cut its head off, and they go home and have like turtle soup.
Poor turtle.
I feel a little bad for the turtle. See, I watch these people get down in lakes, like put their fingers down in like strange holes, try to catch fish. And I'm like, I've seen what a snapper looks like. I'm like, I'm not putting my fingers anywhere near that fucker's mouth. I like my fingers. I'm gonna keep my fingers.
Have you seen their throats? The throats are like spiny.
The throats are spiny?
Yeah.
My roommate's telling me that snapping turtles' throats are spiny. Oh shit!
This is one of the types of
This is some shit I gotta look up.
turtle throat. The turtle throat's fine.
What the
fuck? Why? I fucked up.
All right, this is a sea turtle. I don't know. I don't think it's what he was looking for. I'm sure. Oh, shit, screen sharing. Cool. This is the inside of a sea turtle's throat. My roommate. Wait.
Ew.
Let's start over the sea turtle. Because I've had just enough Zbecka 100 to not give a shit.
Have you ever seen turtle penis?
Hey guys, on this episode of Titan Trending, check out this sea turtle's throat.
My roommate.
Wow, you see all the spikes?
Fuck that.
Have you seen what now? Is that?
A turtle penis. Like, there's a video on there of a turtle. Somebody's got a pet turtle.
My roommate is all about the turtle penis. We may get to that later.
What about duck penis? It's much more interesting.
I don't know, man. Turtle penis is fucking ridiculously weird.
This wins a prize.
Sadly, human interference in their habitat, like shrimp killing trips, are to blame for the major decline in the species numbers. Now, this video of the loggerhead turtle's throat that popped up on Instagram was from a deceased loggerhead turtle that wound up on the New England coast.
Loggerhead.
It was a victim of throat stunning, a term used to describe turtles that die of essentially freezing to death due to the sharp change in temperature, not allowing the turtle to escape the fibers. Now, the reason the loggerhead turtle has all these numerous spikes in its throat is to actually hold the food in. A loggerhead turtle will intake a large volume of seawater in the process of eating. And these spikes will allow the water to escape, but to keep the food in. So hopefully you guys learned a little something new today.
That's fucked up looking, dude.
Yeah, that's scary.
It's amazing that something can have a throat like that and not, like, kill itself every day.
Ooh,
I'm Harry Pearson.
snapping turtles.
Today, we're going to show you the difference between the common snapping turtle and the alligator snapping turtle.
I'm not getting close to
in his bunghole.
I'm not getting close to the face of either of those things. But I gotta wonder how turtles get to fun places they do. Like you have a very small pond in your backyard, Mary. Well, actually, technically, it's someone else's backyard, isn't it?
Yeah, sort of.
Your property line's a little confusing. How do turtles get those long distances between watering holes? It's kind of mysterious to me. But
they walk. across the road. Turtles cross the road. Literally, in fact, Officer German and I rolled up on him one day, and he was like, had his cop car stopped with his lights on, and he didn't know what to do because there's this giant ass snapping turtle in the middle of the road, and he's like, I don't know what to do with it. And I laughed. I got out of my truck and I walked over and I grabbed it by the tail and I picked it up and I threw it over the stream. And he's like, oh my god, thank you. I know what to do. Like, you pick him up by the tail because he didn't want to touch it because he was afraid he was gonna bite him. Big guy with this, Officer German, he's great. He's like 7 freaking feet tall. He doesn't fit in a regular cop car, so they had to get him like an SUV.
Wow.
He didn't know what to do with the snapping turtle.
Oh,
It was adorable.
look at these little ninja men.
200 million years, a reptile we all know as the turtle has inhabited our
That's kind
planet.
of cute.
These cold-blooded ectotherms are protected by a hard bony shell. They breathe air and eat their food using a beak. Of the 327 known species that exist today, some live in water, while others can be found
I'm
on
gonna
land.
message Ninja Myth while I'm on the stream.
Since childhood,
Wait,
I've
I
been
can't do that without
fascinated
shooting
by
this on the
seemingly
stream, can I?
slow-moving creatures.
Let's do it real quick.
Yet to many people's surprise, they are actually quite speedy, especially when in the water. But what about the land-dwelling, stumpy-footed, slow-moving reptile that somehow defeated that speedy rabbit? Yes, I am talking about the tortoise, and the one question people are always asking. Is a tortoise a turtle, or is a turtle a tortoise? Well, there is an answer to that question. And to help us get to the bottom of this timeless mystery, we are going to get the cameras up close to one of the largest species in the world. Okay, I hope everybody out there watching is excited because right here in this bag, I've got a bunch of vegetables. You guys know the vegetables are good for you, right?
Cody, I don't think anybody's going to get excited about vegetables, man.
Well, maybe you're not excited about the vegetables, but you should be excited about who's going to eat these vegetables. You guys ready to see a giant tortoise?
That's a big ass
How
turtle.
big is this tortoise? I mean, you brought a lot. Is it going to eat all that?
Oh, it's going to eat all of it.
Oh, by the way, I found out I can't offend.
Between the common snapping turtle
Still
and the
playing.
alligator snapping turtle.
Oh, alligator looks badass, but I'm still not gonna put my finger in even one's face. Yo, bro, what's up?
Not much below, but I just wanted to confirm that mom and dad did meet at a square dance.
They did meet at a square. I thought that was the case. Okay.
Yeah, the Boston Club went to the Clarksville Club, and mom was the only single dancer in the Clarksville Club, and he was only single dancer at Boston Club. So when they got invited, they were naturally paired up, and then voila, you and me.
Okay, well, thanks the clip.
Oh, you two came out of a square dance.
They met at a square dance.
Adrian, I'm gonna have to meme that into something and make a painting.
All right, try it. Oh shit. Yeah. Try it, man. All right, is there any videos you guys want to watch?
Turtle penis.
But my roommate wants us to watch Turtle Penis. I think he's obsessed. You watch Teenage
No,
Mutant.
there's a giant. There's a.
No, you just love
hilarious
it.
video.
You fell in love with Michelangelo when you were a teenager. You admit it.
I like Leo. He's my dude.
Leo's his dude. Okay.
Donatello's the big stick.
Asking yourself.
When I was about 7, I wanted to fuck April
Always have a
so
tiny
bad.
turtle in his pocket. Well,
Oh my god.
I looked up Turtle Penis.
Okie dokie.
This is the nature of my life. But let me make sure my screen is shared, right? Because you all want to see all the Turtle Penis you can.
Of course, we totally need more turtle
I'll
penis.
turn the screen around to you in a second so you can see the Turtle Penis too. Or find Turtle Penis.
Is it having sex with a bike helmet?
That's what it looks like.
Look at that thing.
That is one.
Can you make that bigger, Adrian?
Shit. That looks
Women
like
always ask that.
What the?
It looks like a leech or something.
Oh, it does just like the goats do. The goats get so overexcited the first time they wrap over on their backs and fall down, and then they just like spasm for 20 minutes. It's kind of hilarious.
How Turtle Penises work. This sounds educational.
Oh dear God.
Oh shit! Don't cock block me, bro.
You can't even. Oh my god.
Carl doesn't have a penis. Jesus Christ! What the fuck?
The head of that thing's
That's
insane.
It's like a penis with a catcher's mitt on the end of it.
Yeah.
I'm a little confused. Mary, will you explain to us the birds and the bees?
The birds don't have penises. They do a
Wait,
colloquial kiss.
Correction. Some birds do have penises because I know for a fact ducks have
Chickens don't. Chickens do not.
Chickens may not, but ducks do. So I'm a little confused.
No, yes, yes, that is true. Fowl ducks do. Ducks definitely do. Ducks have corkscrewed penises like pigs.
Yes,
And
reptiles and birds confuse me about which ones do have penises and which do not.
You're gonna have to rename this podcast "The Penises of the Animal Kingdom."
Guess what kind of penis is it? Oh my god. Jesus. I'm like, let me play my game, man. You're like totally like I'm so confused.
But yeah, I am curious. So how exactly do chickens reproduce?
They do a colloquial kiss. They literally, remember South Park with the scissoring? They shove their vents together.
Okay.
Literally, they basically they stick two holes together. They make a suction and they pass. They
So
pass.
like Carl comes up to one of his hens and whispers, "Hey baby, let's vent."
No. Carl comes up behind the hen, goes burp, 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 maybe takes one wing, puts it down on the ground, kind of his little dance, and then he comes around behind her, grabs her by the back of her head by his beak, and then he thrusts into her, does a full colloquial kiss, and then he hops off her back, shakes himself off, clucks a few times, looks really fucking proud, and goes on to the next hen.
Okay. Do you have any idea how many children Carl has had?
How many we've eaten?
Well, okay, yeah. How many eggs he's fertilized? Let's put it that way.
Most of them. I got 6 dozen washed downstairs right now. If you guys want to have any delicious eggs.
No, some eggs don't get fertilized. So wait, how's that whole?
Yeah. So hatch rate's usually about 50%.
So
it doesn't mean they're not fertile. It just means
it's by colloquial kiss, but they don't. The males don't come by and like fertilize unfertilized eggs or anything.
No, that's not how chickens work.
I'm sorry, I'm ignorant on chicken sexuality.
Okay, so Carl will do the colloquial. Listen, shut up! I'm telling you, it's chickens. I'm gonna have to put the camera back. Pay attention to me.
Okay, sorry, ma'am.
Fuck this shit. Pay attention to me. Come on. Where is it? Go. Stop sharing.
Chicken sexuality to me. Go ahead.
God damn it! I don't want that one. I want the other one. Hold on. Let me put it back to the fucker life cam. Save. Okay, we're gonna look at mom because Professor Conley here is going to try to explain to you chicken sex. So,
Dr.
Conley. So, Dr. Paint here. So, chicken sex. Using Trevor's. So, you got your 2 chickens.
Your own picture.
And what basically happens is you have the poor little hen here, and then the rooster will come around and he'll like do the dance. And then he'll come over and bite her on the back of the head, and he will go up underneath, and he will do a colloquial kiss, where basically the holes connect together, and he will then transfer his seed into her hole. When the hen has the seed, she actually puts it in a pocket, and she saves that for a bit, and then that gets processed and pushed down and further into the cavity and goes to fertilize the ovum. The ovum then gets wrapped in a yolk. It takes 7 days to pass it all the way down. But it's fertilized inside the chicken. So first she has to fertilize the yolk, the egg. The egg goes to the yolk. The yolk then it starts to make this like very soft shell around the outside, and that fills with the fluid with that white fluid, the egg white fluid, which is the amniotic fluid that floats in. And then as it passes down the forming canal to make an egg, it gets coated in calcium deposits, and that's how you get the hard shell. And after about a week or so, the egg is complete, and she pops it back out the same hole that the sperm came in on, because chickens only got one hole. And out of that one hole, you have sex, shit, piss, and eggs. And now you know.
Disgusting fucking hole.
I'm going to go back to my game now.
Thank you for the explanation. So how do you tell like unfertilized eggs from fertilized eggs?
You don't. Well, pretty much everything on my farm is fertilized. It really doesn't matter. I mean, when you crack them open, there'll be like there'll be a little white dot, and that's the embryo.
Okay.
But I mean, it's just extra protein. I mean, we eat those all the time. If you've eaten shit at my house, you've eaten fertilized eggs before.
All right. And you said something about there's like a delicacy for Chinese people.
Yes, half cooked duck egg. Where they'll the 14-day-old duck egg. So that they'll put the duck eggs in the incubator for 2 weeks, and then they eat them. They're about half formed.
Is it mostly just like bones? The embryo at that point?
No, it's just a small. It's just a small embryo wrapped. It's about half and half.
Why is it a delicacy? Does it taste differently, or is it just kind of like a?
Because you're eating baby duck. Huh. But they like pickle them or something, and there's a whole thing that I haven't had it. You have to talk to a person from that part of the country. Or yeah, you know.
Well.
I'm reading through some headlines. Five women go on record accusing Louis C.K. of sexual misconduct in New York Times expose.
You know what? I'm not paying attention to any of that shit because now we've come to the point where I question how many of it's legitimate, and I just don't care.
What I want to know is a lot of these people who was like talking about shit from 20 years ago. Why did you not come out 20 years ago and actually help solve a problem?
Some of that is like, you know, like the shit that Corey Feldman's talking about. Maybe if he would have come out then, he would not have had much power, and he would have.
Well, Corey
Feldman
came out about that shit before it was popular, though.
That's true. But
so props to Corey. He pointed out some of the shit, and you know, he came out before it was the popular hashtag du jour on Twitter to come out about it. So, though Corey also made like a claim recently. I seen some. See, here's the thing. I don't know what is sensationalist journalism and what is actually real. I seen some claims that if I make a certain amount of money for like making a movie, I will release the data. I don't know if that's true or not.
There's also the part where like some of like those actresses probably knew it was quid pro quo, and now they
some of it wasn't rape per se as much as it was quid pro quo prostitution. Which, granted, if you're a person in power, is still wrong. But at the same time, other people participating in it.
It's all very confusing.
Jack, what's your opinion? You just unmuted yourself.
It's not so much quid pro quo as one of the stories that leaked out about his old friend Corey Haim and Charlie Sheen and what.
See, I don't know how much credence I give that particular story because
it didn't really leak out. That's what Feldman said.
So,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That just kind of came out.
Feldman didn't say it. Someone else said it.
No, he said it.
Wait, Feldman is the one that brought up the Corey.
Charlie Sheen.
Corey Haim. Right. Corey Feldman is the guy who brought up the allegations against Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, the past couple days. Yeah.
And some of Corey Haim's other friends have verified that that something could have possibly happened during the filming of Lucas with Tim and Sheen, and their stories that deviate, and Sheen's people are saying that something happened, but it was way later.
See, because everything I heard from about Charles Sheen was he has a horn dog, but I always assumed
he's a strange person.
A completely heterosexual horn dog.
Yeah.
But apparently not. Apparently he swings both ways.
I've heard that too.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can get AIDS and still be straight, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the statistics work out a little strangely. It does affect gay men more, but if you have sex with unprotected sex with enough women like he has, as you are as a movie star, yeah, you can get fucking AIDS.
That's true.
I've heard that he was a regular at quite a few swingers parties. That's not new rumors. That's been one of those long standing.
I recently found out there's a whole swinger community amongst the hacker scene.
Yeah, but like I said,
I'm like,
swingers.
I don't.
Yeah, but I mean, swinging is not is not just it's a community amongst itself. So of course there's going to be subsets in other industries.
I mean, I seen something about the Charlie Sheen thing, and when I saw it, it didn't seem particularly. The reports I saw weren't reliable at the time. Maybe things have changed since then.
I'm a fake game girl. Look, I'm fake playing World of Warcraft because I can't possibly be playing World of Warcraft and be a woman at the same time.
Oh.
You've heard that one, right? It must be true.
I've heard versions of that, and I'm of two minds. Yes, they're all geek girls. Yes, there are a lot of geek girls. That said, there's people who also try to make up the claim that there's no such thing as a fake geek girl, and I'm going to call bullshit to that too. There is also such a thing as a fake geek girl who, well, let's put it this way. If I could go into a certain environment where all the women were vying for my attention and trying to have sex with me and constantly giving me attention, I would go into that fucking environment. I can't imagine women are that different.
Adrian, have you found a lady friend yet?
No.
Oh, damn. Damn.
No, I'm worried. I think we need to try to hook you up with someone. I worry about you.
Can you find me one person to oppress for the rest of my life?
Only if she can equally oppress you back.
That's okay. I'm cool with equal opportunity oppression.
Surely would.
You can mutually oppress each other. It'd be so sweet. So,
I'm not
so you
taking
see,
the
anyone that's still watching this, Adrian seriously needs to find someone that they can mutually oppress.
But I'm not taking it in the butt from OK Ultra, okay? I mean, I like the girls with a little extra melanin just because I want my kids to be able to go out in the sunlight and not instantly burn like I do. I've had 2 second-degree sunburns in my life. They fucking suck. So, you know, I like that. But, you know, if she's a pasty white girl, that's okay, too.
Well, sorry. Sorry, that's all I deal with is pasty white girls.
No, I'll take a pasty white girl. That's okay. It's just,
Adrian, how would you woo your new lady friend? What kind of wooing would there be?
I take her out to some dinner. I find what the local Thai restaurant is. Go eat some
curry.
Yeah, fry some curry, some pad thai. I don't know. Go see a movie. Hope she likes semi-fat boys who are really oriented towards Never mind.
Well, you're in luck. The best Thai restaurant around here is only a couple blocks from my house.
Oh yeah, that is good. What is that one called?
My Thai's.
My Thai. Yes, I've been there. My former boss when I worked at the library, Melanie. She used to love that place. She actually knows the owner. It actually is pretty good. There was a place called Thai Smile, something or other, over in Louisville many years ago that was good. But yes, My Thai's in Jeffersonville, Indiana, is also very good.
And because there's for Chinese, but best Chinese place we have is called the Onion. That's close to Adrian. It's really good Chinese.
Someone's sounding like he wants to be an uncle.
Aww.
Yeah, I wouldn't want us to reproduce.
Yeah, it's going to look like we'll probably be a dead end.
Oh, I can't. I'm sad now. This is sad.
As long as we're making you sad. So, bro, where are we going to meet up for Thanksgiving this year?
I was wondering if maybe we all meet Wednesday night at Bob Evans. Night before.
Remind me, but yeah.
I would totally hook you up, except that we're going to Carolinas. But I will try to hook you guys up after.
Okay,
I will still come cook you guys dinner. I just, unfortunately, Thanksgiving it's the first year that we've actually had our kid, and so we're going to take her to see her cousins.
So you got a lot of grandparents and such down in Georgia?
Well, Charlotte is Carolinas.
Okay.
No, she's got Matt's brother's doing Thanksgiving this year, and he's the one that cooks, and he's got 5 daughters. And then
condolences to him. He's a matchmaker.
Yeah, I'm still trying to think. Adrian the problem is Adrian really seriously is good people. As much as people like to talk shit about him, he's very sweet. And he is good people.
But so am I. You just don't know me that well.
But right now we're working on your brother because he needs to find the one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get to know you next. But
I didn't get back in shape.
So
I'm willing to help you. There's multiple.
I like booze too much.
I'll set you up with meal plans if you want to do it. I'm always looking for a walking buddy.
So does she have to be smart?
It helps if you can talk to your spouse because Matt and I can talk on level with each other.
But sweet and physically attractive helps a whole hell of a lot more. Unfortunately, I will admit I'm shallow, and I have gone from a fat boy as a kid, got in good shape in my early 30s, then got fat again, working out not well, eating too much and drinking too much at home. I don't know.
I'm thinking you just need to get. I told you how Matt and I met, right?
No, how did you and Matt meet?
He picked me up at Best Buy.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I was working Best Buy. He was in with the client looking for a dial-up modem, and we got talking about hardware and went into this whole long conversation on hardware pipelines and rendering pipelines. And he fell in love with me then. And then we kind of went from because we would talk tech. That's how we got together because we could talk to each other. And so after that, one thing led to another, and he thought it was going to be a one-night stand, and I proved him wrong. But it happens sometimes.
Oh, Well, I thought about getting a Louisville Zoo membership and hanging around the penguin cage, just in case.
You gonna try to?
Okay, I think I have somebody for you.
Okay.
Wait, for me or for Bedford?
For you. I don't know Bedford that well.
Yeah, unfortunately we don't know your brother as good.
This is my brother. He's Bedford. He was my roommate.
He's like a slightly chubbier version of Adrian because we caught him on camera briefly.
I'm the older, nicer one.
Oh, fuck that.
That may possibly be true because the younger children tend to be a pain in the ass, but
yeah.
Okay. I will admit to being an asshole from time to time, but I'm an asshole with a purpose.
I didn't say asshole. I said pain in the ass. I'm also the oldest of three, so yeah. Middle child's the worst though. Anyway, so who have you found for Adrian?
And Jack disappears.
No, Jack did not disappear.
The Jack is back.
Jack attack! Oh my god, my dwarf is drowned. No, stupid gnome together. Anyway, so Jack, what do you got? Do you know someone that might be interesting to set the two up with?
Uh-huh. Yes, I do. And I didn't even sleep with her.
Well, that's a positive. I mean, yeah.
So she's clean.
As I phrase
Damn, what the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Wait, from time to time, I phrase this to my buddy Rob. When he talks about women, I'm like, would you and have you?
Would I? Yes. Have I? No.
That's the answer I want from Rob in general. You haven't met my buddy Rob Best, have you? He once said, I eat my way to her ovaries, and he also once said, I'd take a photo of her ass and hold it like a bong hit.
Okay, and check your DMs on Twitter.
Wow. Wow.
Man, Twitter causes me so much shit, but at the same time, I don't want to be away from it.
Hey, what if we blind date set him up with like Eve Adams?
Ah!
We'll end up loving each other though. See, that's the thing. It just might be so horrible it works.
Between the picture that Jack just sent me and your suggestion, I'm not taking dating advice from any of you motherfuckers.
Oh, well, she's smart. I mean,
Adrian, don't go.
Yo, back up. Dave Kennedy is smart. I don't want to fuck him either. That made the stream go silent.
Wow.
Oh, you need to come. We need to like ambush him one of these days with blind dates. Have you tried speed dating?
No.
Maybe you should, like, I don't know. Do you find something like local or something? And
well,
I don't know what to tell you. I think the best way to meet people is to just go out and talk.
I'm gonna work.
Well,
I'm gonna save a bunch of money. I'm gonna retire early, and I will probably die in my 70s of some bullshit.
I don't want you to die fat alone. I will be sad.
We're down to 3 viewers, luckily. Oh, let's go back through the chat.
Okay, fine. What about... I really hate to do this one, but fuck it.
Wait, Ty Doggo the rest of the night after he sucked her dick. Okay. A sexuality. So I'll agree with that in general. Lol. That's crazy.
Okay, and what about this one that I just sent?
Well, fuck. Now I gotta like switch windows and shit, man.
I got a Pepe.
The second one looks pretty cute. The one holding, like, is that a puppy? What is that?
Oh my God, it's so cute!
It's a glow-in-the-dark eyed dog. That's kind of cute.
Okay, I will try to set that one up.
Now I've lost which screen I'm supposed to be on. But hopefully I'm not still sharing my screen, am I?
No.
No.
No, hit the other button. Oh, I hate
chat. Tide.
No, but beware that last one you just agreed to is very high maintenance.
What? More short.
A Thai doggo is apparently hitting on me, I think. Take me out to a Thai place, go see a movie, and then finish the evening out with mutual blowjobs.
What?
While I completely admire the gay part of our population, I'm not part of it, and I'm sorry. I'm just not into dudes. I like but I don't like other people's penises. So I appreciate the offer. I'm sure you're a fine gentleman, but I have to deny that request because I'm just not into dudes. I can try to hook you up with like, well, shit. I got a couple gay buddies in hacker scene, but none of them are gonna be local to you. I imagine. So I can't hook you up, man. Sorry, dude. And that is my statement. But at least I got one guy propositioning me on the stream. That's, I guess, a positive.
Wait, are you enjoying getting hit on by dudes? I mean, you could always try that. At least you wouldn't be alone.
Let me explain to you the whole sexual harassment. Well, what's the term? It's not a paradox. It's something else. Men get hit on. So if you're an average-looking man or an ugly-looking man, yeah, you get hit on so rarely. Even if it comes from gay guys, you're like, okay, not interested, but well, thank you. There are certain women who are very good-looking who get hit on so much that even the slightest hitting on is sexual harassment. But to guys who are just average or ugly, even someone that are not interested in hitting on them is like, well, shit. Not interested, but well, thank you. Does that make sense?
I guess. I remember I've had like 10 hours of sleep the entire week, so
10 hours of sleep does not sound like little.
The entire week since Sunday.
Oh, the entire
week. I've averaged like 2 hours a night. I really should probably be in bed. But I'm at that point where I'm so tired I can't sleep, so I'm trying to wear myself out a little bit. I'm hoping to be to bed by 10. That'd probably be good.
I was drunk.
I smoked like half a pack of cigarettes yesterday, and I don't smoke very often, so you can kind of tell the way my week's been going.
Hopefully we have a good MeadCon in 2018. And hopefully we get a hotel room where the last couple of years we had no cops involved. That's nice.
Huh?
We were doing MeadCon. I don't think we had the karaoke, and we still had people shut us down because we got too loud.
Why are cops involved and what?
Oh, it was a there was a MeadCon in 2000, I want to say 15, that I think got shut down by the local security because we got too loud. And that was before we were even starting doing the karaoke shit.
Why am I so squishy tonight?
I have
This is
no
bullshit.
idea. Someone else say some shit for a while.
Huh?
I said someone else say some shit for a while. I've been talking too much. I'm noisy.
I like hearing your voice, though. It's an okay thing.
Hello.
Hello. So you're playing any hikes or any shit this week?
I have no plans for this weekend at all. Next weekend is HackerCon, aka Secure West Virginia. I'm still a little confused about the whole naming convention and marketing. It was HackerCon.
But then the college got involved and they had to make it more professional and.
Well, I think they wanted to get a whole lot of people from the it was like a local what?
Yeah.
Army Reserves
I don't know.
that wanted to come, but it's harder to come if it was named HackerCon versus Secure West Virginia. I don't remember the exact details. I just know they tell me, "Hey, Adrian, will you come record and speak?" I'm like, "Okay."
What the hell? Oh, this shit again. I'm not going to be able to do this. It's going to be horrible. I don't understand this quest. This is not going to go well. Fuck. Why am I doing this to myself? Jesus, how the fuck can I pull? Oh, that's not helping any. No wonder. There. I'm dumb. Kill it.
So is it weird that I occasionally fantasize about semi-anonymous internet trolls who fuck with me? I fantasize about taking a baseball bat to their heads just before I go to sleep.
Probably not as weird as some of the shit I think about.
Healthy, means you're still a man.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm thinking a little bit of beef or something.
My roommate is offering me his meat right now. It's kind of strange.
I chopped it up and put it in the skillet.
My roommate chopped up his meat and put it in the skillet, and now he's offering me some.
I do that for you all the time, and you accept my meat.
Yeah, your meat is awesome. I like your meat.
Did you tell me your roommate's meat's not as good?
I have to admit, my roommate's meat is probably not as good as your meat, but we know exactly where your meat is from because you either raised it yourself or you know who raised it. So But I will willingly put my roommate's meat in my mouth here in a short order.
I'd be more than happy to try your roommate's meat.
I prefer your meat over my roommate's meat, but you know, meat is meat. So.
Well, I don't know if it's exactly meat is meat, but you know, you should at least be polite about it.
I will be polite. I will politely take my roommate's meat in my mouth. Wait.
You should always politely put someone else's meat in your mouth.
You're still paying rent though.
Let's play a game. It's called Who's in My Mouth.
That was the best game ever, by the way. We did that at Skydog Con. Oh my god, that should be totally a thing. Oh my god, that needs to be a thing at Hackers on the Farm.
That's right. You slept with my roommate at DerbyCon, didn't you?
I possibly did. You know, yeah, he like collapsed on the couch next to me, didn't he?
Yes.
And I snored a lot.
You were one way on the couch.
There was much snoring.
It's like a L-shaped couch. You were one way. And
I'm not complaining. I just remember that.
I appreciate that you relinquished the blanket in the morning, and I was very thankful.
Well,
I bought that blanket. That was my brother.
I'm a large fat.
It was cold. That's because
like
Adrian's like all crazy. And he puts it down to like 50 degrees. It was horrible. We were like Samwise and I nearly died.
I did try to turn the entire con suite into a refrigeration unit. That is true.
He nearly murdered us. All of us had hypothermia because I'm still not as fat as I had been. So therefore, I was very cold.
And Corey agrees with you. I apparently did try to kill you guys with cold. Sorry. It's just I knew how to hack the air conditioners in that particular hotel. I was like, fuck it. We have like 3 air conditioning units built into this one hotel suite. Let's turn them all the fuck down.
Yeah, even though he was in another room around a corner, nowhere near me, and I didn't realize that's what he was doing. I had no clue. If I realized that's what you were doing, I would have been like, oh, hell no. Because I was so cold.
How many people do we end up having staying in my room, though?
There's like 8. I don't know. I passed out the second night. I had a couple things in me, and I just passed out.
Corey,
I sleep because I was exhausted.
And Night Carnage were there all the nights, pretty much, I think.
Urban.
I want to say I had a second bed. No, wait. I think Dave Law stayed in the other bed, I think. Hopefully they give me, I don't know what the suite's going to look like at the next hotel. Next year we're at the Marriott. Hopefully the hotel suite is nice.
I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen.
I can only speak to my room in the Marriott, and it was shit. But it did what it had to do.
Oh, Dark Moon Fair is happening now. Oh, perfect.
What's happening now?
Dark Moon Fair, so I can turn in some of these damn quests. I can go pick up some more quests because my quest log is full. And it's pissing me off because there's like some stuff that I wanted to wait until I go with my guild because I want to knock stuff. I want to get all the dungeons at once, and if I run mythic with them, then that counts as normal, heroic, and mythic, and I can just get bam, 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 and knock all the achievements out. So I was holding out on some of them, but I'm probably gonna have to just not. Oh, over here.
It's getting late. I have some more booze to drink though. But yeah, if y'all ever get a chance to come to GurCon was a lot of fun. Me and Mary hung out there, and every fucking evening though, we end up at Z's.
Yeah, we need to. There's more food there. We need to find other places that maybe because the thing is oh my god, I got so fucking. I put on like fucking 7 pounds from Skydog Con from that horrible IPA, and then I was still trying to recover at GurCon from that. And it's all like, here, have more fried food and bread. And I'm just like, oh god, no.
Won though. We did win.
We did, and I couldn't fit my fucking jeans for 3 days. Oh my god, it was the most horrible. I love Hacker Jeopardy. I love it. It was a yay.
I'm kind of sad to see Skydog is not going to do Skydog Con next year. And maybe someone will take over. I don't know what the deal is. But I can kind of understand he's retiring from the scene in some ways.
Well, if stuff rotates out, help. I can get this B-sides going, and supposedly there's going to be another Urcon in relation to the rest of the Urcons. So
Urcon?
A SpurCon?
Yeah.
That?
The pain. As they move from place to place in the country, they start new cons. There was GurCon in Grand Rapids. And then they started up BurCon in, what is it, Minnesota?
Minnesota? Yeah, Minnesota's
and
BurCon.
He talked about going to Texas and starting up SpurCon.
Which part of Texas?
I do not know. That does amount to a lot of, yeah. Which part of Texas is a big fucking question because there's a lot of Texas. I'm not honestly sure though.
Because there's a huge part of Texas that's a huge no-go zone for me. Like all of it.
Juarez. Austin's basically little California.
Yeah.
Nope. That's a no-go zone.
Why?
I'll get in trouble.
Is this a black thing or is this a I have exes in Texas thing?
The reason why I don't want to go back to El Paso is because I'm sick of fucking sand.
Okay.
Dallas Fort Worth because, well, there's a certain person in that metroplex. And Austin because there's I'll get in trouble.
Yeah, Austin gives me some trepidations myself because I pissed off a few far left people in Austin.
But Rooster Teeth is in Austin. That's the only redeeming quality it has. I would work for them bitches in a heartbeat.
Who?
Rooster Teeth?
Who?
You guys have never watched
I know who Rooster Teeth is.
Yeah, they're out of there. I would totally work for them. I would love to, but yeah, that would be so much fun. That'd be my only consideration if I ever want to move to Texas. That'd be the only place I'd go for. That'd be it. No, I'm gonna go the long way. The long way home.
By the way, I gotta ask a question for y'all. Is Keith Olbermann the Alex Jones of the left?
No, he's just a fucking asshole.
Alex is pretty far after Corey, man. Alex is pretty nuts. I like Alex. Alex is interesting. He's a living meme. I appreciate him as that. But yeah, Alex is a little out there, dude.
That's true, but a lot of the stuff that Alex says is true. But
I've heard some say the exact opposite, but yeah, in general, I find Alex entertaining, and I'm like, dude, chill the fuck out. Keep Olbermann, I'm like, you're fucktarded. But
he is, yeah. Olbermann and the other man, the Rachel Man, they're just mostly fucktards.
Rachel Man.
Yeah, the Rachel Man. She's the man.
Rachel Maddow.
I love you in a purely
Rachel
gay way,
Maddow.
Mary.
I know, honey. Oh, okay.
Man, why can't either political party like put fuck it, Republicans put up Rand Paul, Democrats put up Jim Webb, have an actual fucking election of two candidates that.
No. See, Rand Paul's about ready to get exposed.
What's happening with Rand Paul? I don't know.
Oh, you didn't hear his neighbor whooped his ass?
I heard his neighbor. Well, I heard his neighbor assaulted him.
Whooped his ass. Fuck that.
Well, dude, if you get the entry blow, if you're the first one to throw punches, it's easier to win the fight. So I'm gonna have a little hesitation saying complete whoop ass, but yeah, it sounded like Rand Paul did get his ass hurt. That's definitely true. But what was the fight even over?
They're not saying.
Fuck.
But the rumor mill in Bowling Green is that he was diddling the wife.
There was diddling?
Who was diddling the wife?
Rand Paul was diddling his neighbor's wife.
Oh, shit.
That doesn't sound good. When you say diddling, is that an actual technical term, or is it supposed to mean something else?
Like he might have been fucking her.
Well, no, I understood that, but for some reason I always thought diddling was another terminology for something for a specific act.
I was just trying to be nice and use a euphemism.
I have a pile of roaches on my desk. Like literally, I have a pile of them. I have all the Trevors.
When you say diddling, was that an actual technical term?
Tried so hard.
Well, let me keep that out. Hold on a second.
Look.
I miss part of my earlier life.
What was your earlier life?
Working at the university, having some hope, and I don't know.
Come on up here like Saturday or something, and we'll go on a walk and we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Okay. If you stay all day Saturday, we're having a big turkey dinner at the firehouse at 7. Yay! The other fire station, not the fucked up fire station that I just quit because they're being stupid, and I actually made them fire me. It was awesome.
Wait, did you technically quit, or did you technically get fired?
I forced him to fire me. I forced our current chief to fire me because he's one of these people that's been he's been used as a puppet for the past year by the ex-fire chief, because the other guy was forced to step down, but he doesn't want to actually lose control, so they basically put the assistant chief on paper as being fire chief, but the other dude's been pulling the strings the whole time, so I forced him to take charge and actually do something. And I basically flat out said I called for the other guy's suspension and removal from active roster because he's been causing problems on scene. And I told him, you or me, and I said, you got to pick, me or him. And I knew it was going to happen because it's all good old boys, but I forced him to do it.
I'm sure the fact that the one guy lived across from the other.
Yeah, but I don't get. But I made him actually make a commitment to something because he's so wishy-washy. So if anything came out of it, at least he had to give an order. And so basically what everyone said is they're all like, good for him for actually committing to something and followed through. It was a stupid decision. Everyone has said that. It's hilarious. Every single person I talked to was like, oh, they got really excited that he actually stood his ground on something because he's been wishy-washy. But then they're like, it was dumb. But thank God he actually finally grew some balls.
Okay, so almost one or two people from every department in the county went private message me.
Yeah.
Oh, they finally got rid of Max.
Yeah, I know. Dude, this is live, so I wasn't going to name names. But yeah, that's basically what it came down to. Is pretty much the entire county was like, thank God they finally got rid of the other idiot. And then like, no, they got rid of Mary. And every single one of them said the same thing. You're like, well, wrong choice. But whatever. That's all right. But the good department's having a turkey dinner on Saturday night. So come on up. We'll go for a hike. It's probably about 3 hours edge time, and then relax, go out, do that, and we'll come back and have a big bonfire.
My roommate just put his meat in my face. Thank you very much. Mmm.
Is it delicious meat?
My roommate's meat in my mouth is just succulent. It's
See, I told you should totally suck on your roommate's meat in your mouth.
It's excellent.
Did you wrap your lips around your roommate's meat in your mouth?
I mostly just inhale it. It doesn't quite get to my lips. It gets in my tongue, my throat.
So you're playing with your roommate's meat in your mouth.
I'm not saying playing. I'm being deliberate. I'm forcing it down my throat. It's good.
So you're deep throating your roommate's meat in your mouth.
Oh, it's definitely getting deep in there. Yes, it is.
Oh wow!
I got a giant
We're going to hell.
I got a giant piece of meat at the supermarket. A Boston butt.
All right,
like
I gotta get some more Coca-Cola. You all continue the conversation.
Oh Lord!
It's good stuff.
I don't like this stuff.
I was not. But then my mom got out of prison. Like that. Oh, man, I need it like that.
Yeah.
That's what's causing my weight gain. I'm pretty sure.
Adrian, walk more.
Yes, ma'am.
I dropped like close to 50 pounds just walking every day.
That would help.
You don't have to do like 7 miles at first. I think I started doing like 2 miles and I worked up to it. It didn't take that long either. That was only like probably 3-4 months. It wasn't even that. It was probably like a little over 10 pounds a month.
Sorry, me and my roommate are powering down on the stuff he cooked.
You guys want to help me find a top for my dwarf? They're not as pretty as doing like, you know, like night elves or blood elves and shit. But oh, that's like side boob on that one. Look at that. Side boob for armor. There.
Thanks for the food, boy.
Hello, man. Thank you. I'm trying my best, man. I'm not Martha Stewart, but you know, can't eat out all the time. It's too expensive.
No, shit. I was the day my mom.
Damn, was hungry.
Yes. I need to cut back on so many things.
You can do it.
Life is so pointless.
You've done it before. You're shit, Adrian. You can do this.
Not pointless.
Ooh, I like that. It's pretty cool.
Acid reflux. Oh shit.
That's just your body's way of saying you probably shouldn't have eaten that so quickly.
Probably not. There's a lot of things I shouldn't be doing. I need a good woman to keep my ass in line.
I can try to keep your ass in line, but I'm not. I'm just far enough away where it's probably not going to be very effective.
Keep my ass in line.
I would love to find you someone to keep your ass in line.
But not okay, because I don't want to be taken. I'm not into the strap-on thing. The strap-on thing just doesn't do it for me.
Those are ugly. No, I always ugly too.
What was that?
You enjoy that?
That was good. Yeah, that was well cooked. What was the meat? Was that pork something, wasn't it?
No, it was beef Boston butt. I got that shit.
Boston what?
Boston butt. It's pork shoulder.
I ate my roommate's Boston butt.
Oh, that is.
You ate your roommate's butt? Oh my god! You put his meat in your mouth and then you ate his butt?
I thought it was. I thought that was beef.
Wait, he said, wait, is Boston butt beef or pork?
Butt's a pork shoulder.
Oh. All right, but apparently it was pork. My roommate was apparently mistaken, it seems.
Well,
it tasted good.
it's a good thing I'm not Muslim.
It's good thing he's not Muslim, he said. My roommate may have some slight animosities. He did get his ass blown up by an IED.
That's not because he was Muslim. It's because he was a fucking asshole.
That wasn't because he was Muslim, though.
Veterans Day.
Fucking asshole. But my roommate did get some injuries from an IED. He's pretty well adjusted, all things considered now.
I know more people that have killed themselves than I knew that died in Iraq.
Wait, that statement needs say that statement a little bit louder.
I said I know more people that have come home and killed themselves than I know people that died in Iraq.
I know, I'm so sorry.
That is
what's fucked up.
It's true.
That's a fucking statement, man. I don't know what the hell I even say about.
Did you know about the 20? It's 22. I think it's 22 every day.
I know that is a statement which I'm not arguing. I'm not trying to start a fight. I'm not trying to go anything. That's a statement you made that was like, well, shit. My opinion, my view of that is not someone who wants to fight me, but it's like, well, you just made that statement. I'm like, whoa, that is some fucked up shit.
Like, as far as people that I knew personally, I knew probably 3 or 4 that got killed in combat, but I know probably 2 or 3 times that many that have actually.
So why are they coming back and then killing themselves? I'm like, well, I'm no longer in that shit. I'm out of that shit. That sounds
because when you come home, the problem is when our soldiers come home. Number one, we don't have good enough mental health coverage, especially through the VA, because it sucks. Number 2, they've changed and their families don't know how to respond to them.
Yeah.
Things here have changed and they don't know how to respond to it. So that there's all these factors that come into it. They may not have jobs. They may have. There's all kinds of things, or they may have seen things. So you have all these layers of trauma, like real trauma, not some of the social justice bullshit, but like actual legitimate.
I got post-traumatic stress disorder from Twitter.
Those kind of that kind of bullshit. Like I shot an AK-47 once, and I got temporary PTSD, which is what infuriates people who have actually had to deal with or live with people who've had it. Because that's just it's so insulting.
That makes it a lot worse because having to go through and deal with actual violence and come home and deal with the inability to actually kind of like have a normal, slow-paced life because they're always anxious about everything and uptight. It makes it a lot worse whenever people kind of like. It's like people want to be seen as it's another kind of virtue signaling. Like I fucking support the veterans and whatnot, but they don't really, and they're very much eager to kind of like, jump on whatever bandwagon, and it's kind of very much insulting to hear people talk about everything is triggering. It's like, fuck you, man. It's like, you know what you're talking about. Infuriating. And the people that actually have that kind of shit are just trying to make it through life. They're not trying to get over on people. And a lot of times those very same people, they're trying to act like a victim to people that are just trying to, be normal. And it's even more infuriating on top of just not being able to like go through Walmart without gritting your teeth so fucking bad that they're gonna break off because you're so anxious because people are slow. There's this stand in front of you and you're programmed to be a fucking machine and everything's a life or death situation. It's fucking infuriating. So, sorry if I rambled there, but that's
No. It's good. It's okay. It's good.
I gotta go smoke.
Yeah.
My roommate's going out to go smoke. And I'm looking at the Indian gentleman from Big Bang Theory's wife on some slideshow. Man, there's so much clickbait shit out there. Wait, what is y'all's thoughts on Big Bang Theory?
I generally like it for the most part, but it's been a while since I've watched it.
I sometimes watch it like I think that black people might watch Amos and Andy. Like it's sort of amusing, but mostly insulting. Not being a black guy, so I don't know for sure if that's true, but it's like play upon all the stereotypes, but
Who's this one?
I said what? Okay, I think we're going towards the end unless people have new topics to bring up. Anybody got anything new?
Not unless you want to hear me rant on stupid crap for an hour. And I really don't want to.
Valetra person. Yeah, if you're going to join the cast, you got to speak up a little bit. So this Valetra person, please say some stuff. Come on.
I think they're just here to sell us Windows tech support.
Hello. This is Windows Tech Support. We have notifications that you have a virus.
You have virus on your server.
Are you sure that voice is going to curry favorite people?
Huh?
Are you sure that voice is going to curry favorite people?
Oh, shit. I remember one time being drunk and some one of those Microsoft tech support people called me up. I said, "You Indians are always fucking calling me and fucking." He said, "I am not Indian. I am Pakistani." And I'm like,
"Oh yeah, that pisses them off too."
Englishman, so fuck it.
Yeah.
I apparently really offended a Pakistani person that day.
It's okay. He was trying to scam you, so I wouldn't feel bad.
I feel bad about so little in my life.
Because I'll be honest, I mean, if they're trying to scam you, that's the one time that you have a totally get out of hell free card for being a racist asshole because they shouldn't have started some shit.
All right, I put in my Twitter feed Cuddles, and then Dave Kennedy replies, "Anytime you want, buddy."
Well, that's something, right? I mean,
Cuddles on one.
I mean, Dave Kennedy himself totally said he'd spoon with you, so.
I think I'm gonna stop the cast because I don't think we have anything.
Yeah, I'm thinking, my lord.
I will stop the cast but keep the stream going for a bit.
Ugh.
So people listening on the cast, good night to Irongeek Cast 42, and see you at 43 next Wednesday. Hopefully, I don't think I have anything scheduled that will conflict with it. So see you guys next week.